welcome one, welcome all to the Right for California watch along of the Cal Oregon State game, our first real Saturday game of 2020. The four of us are here once again. I'm Rob. Of course, you see Avinash right there, you see Leland right there, and you see Nick right there. We're gonna be here with y'all throughout the duration of this whole game, whatever this game seems to be unfolding as. If you didn't know, some quick news to start off. Cal football just released the players that will not be available today, and that includes the three offensive linemen that Coach Wilcox already stated on the KNBR broadcast this morning or right before the game. But officially, it's offensive lineman Will Craig, Jake Curhan, Valentino Daltoso, and then tight end Colin Moore, outside linebacker Braxton Croto, starting running back Christopher Brown Jr., and nose guard Stanley McKenzie. All players will not be playing today's game, are not available for today's game. Whether that's because of COVID protocol or injury, we do not know, but these players are not available to play today. So with that,
I think we do know for the offensive line. I'll leave it up to everyone's best guess on the rest of those players from random position groups.
Yeah, I can't say one way or another, in my opinion. But Avi, you've been putting out your predictions over the last few days. Does this change your prediction?
Yes. I have swung my prediction from a 17-point Cal victory to a 31-7 defeat. So, yeah, it swung a little bit.
So wait, let's see, 28 plus 17, that would be a 45-point swing. That's actually an interesting question. How many points is an offensive line worth in a football game?
I mean, the Vegas line shifted a touchdown in the last hour and a half. So I'm a little bit more pessimistic than they are.
If we're looking at these, like the scattered guys that we're losing, like, you know, it hurts, but, you know, Marcel Dancy should be able to do 95% of what Chris Brown does. We have a lot of tight ends. We should be able to handle missing Colin Moore. Braxton Croto is just one guy on the defense. It's really, to me, the question is, can the offensive line do anything at all missing three starters? And the answer could be no, and this game is entirely pointless. And the offensive line will just get completely overrun, and we score 6 points, and it's a joke. If whatever the cobbled offensive line seems vaguely confident, then we should be able to overcome everything else, but that's a big hurdle to try to overcome.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is, again, just like last week, we're going to be coming out with like basically 24 hours notice, maybe less. Who knows when this was actually known by the team. That we're not playing the team. We're not playing with the team we thought we were going to have. We're not.
Avi, you muted yourself.
That is a dramatic pause.
I know.
Yeah, this week we don't know what team we have. So I'm pretty sure they did not practice this week, preparing to have Brandon Mello at a left tackle, or I guess I don't know who it is now, who the left tackle would be, or Braden Rome, or Cindric. It's just a bunch of backups now who are just going to be taking a lot of primary reps. And, you know, with the offensive line, that's kind of a place where you don't want that. Like the last time Cal had this many issues on the offensive line was the Utah game last year. And that game was uncompetitive. So I'm very concerned.
Well, at least we're not playing the favorite to win a division this week. Instead, it's, well, I mean, if you really wanted to be pessimistic about this game right now, this is battle for last place in the Pac-12 North.
That could be next week.
Well, that's true. We got to throw Stanford into the conversation. That's a critical point.
And that's a good point, Rick. The UCLA game last week was also uncompetitive.
Oh, my.
Well, once again, if you're joining us and you're on Periscope, I recommend you hop over to the YouTube side of things, just because it's easier to have on a phone or something else to watch there. So you can tweet as you watch with us. But we're also monitoring the comments as you see. We're putting up comments as we talk right now. So you can give us your hot takes, your questions, your comments as you watch the game with us. And yeah, we're here for the ride, gents. We're here for the ride.
Meanwhile, we get to watch the team that we easily beat in a bowl game last year ride out a pretty easy win against a quarterback who used to be committed to California in Adrian Martinez.
Who is no longer the starter for the Nebraska Cornhuskers as well. Who had Heisman hopes going into last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's re-entered the game now in garbage time. I don't know if that's what Scott Frost is thinking precisely, but hopefully Illinois can now run out the clock pending an upcoming kickoff.
Mm-hmm. I hope so too.
Or alternatively, if this game gets shifted over to FS2, we can enjoy some more horse racing action.
Yeah, at least Adrian Martinez didn't pan out. Yeah, how has he been doing this year? Has anyone been paying attention?
No, he's the backup. He's the backup to McCaffrey.
Oh, wow. It's brutal.
So, yeah. Now we know where that's gone.
I mean,
Avi, to answer your question, Martinez is 24 for 42 for a 57% completion rating and 5.5 yards per attempt, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Okay.
Let it be known, it is absolutely freezing cold in Corvallis right now. Kickoff in Corvallis is 39 degrees with a 5% chance of rain throughout the game.
Oh, nicer.
That's not high enough. 5%. That doesn't reflect the chance of misery that we all face with the kickoff minutes away.
As Harry Maguire basically knocks out a guy by kicking the ball into his face. Oh, lordy.
That sounds like Slabhead to me.
So there are those confused. Rob is watching Manchester United at the same time, so you might just get random mentions of Juan Mata or something.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought an onside kick went awry and hit someone in the face or something.
If he's mentioning Marcus Rashford, then good things are happening, and if he's mentioning Luke Shaw, then disastrous things are happening.
To be fair, Luke Shaw is not playing today because he has a long-term injury. He's out for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Is it an upper body or a lower body injury?
It is a lower body injury. I think it's a hamstring.
We don't need to know that detail.
Yeah.
Good point, Sean. Yeah, it's going to be colder for Wazoo, who is currently not fielding a football team competitively.
So as of right now, we have Stanford, Washington State, and Oregon left on the schedule after this week. If I put the over-under at 1.5 games, would you take the over or the under for games we actually play?
Games we play, not just...
Oh, play.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't been lost.
No, who cares about wins and losses? This year is a joke. But do we actually play more than 1.5 games or fewer than 1.5 games?
I'll take the over.
Yeah, I think Stanford's kept it pretty safe, so we should play next week. I don't think they've had they had Mills out for a week, but after that, they've been pretty safe about it.
I guess that was a false negative. Or false
yeah, it
positive.
was false negative, right? Like false positive. So they were fine for the most part. So that game should be fine. I think Oregon has also played it pretty safe. So I think those two games are definitely going to happen. Washington State, Rolovich is just, I think, letting it roll, just seeing kind of freewheeling it. And, Pullman's probably a little bit looser in terms of like how seriously they're treating this pandemic. Whereas Oregon is like, they think they're in the national championship like picture. So they're going to be pretty like airtight about like making sure their players are staying pretty restricted. And at Stanford, there's like no one at Stanford right now. So it makes it easier for them.
All right. Looks like we are running out the clock in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Kickoff has been moved to 12:40, which is right now. So we might switch over right as they've already kicked off. Just
Congratulations,
letting, just
Lovey.
letting people know.
Cal has won the toss and is deferring to the second half. Oregon State will start with the ball.
That's good,
Uh,
Alex.
Yeah.
If you win the toss, can you defer to not play the game?
Once again, if you're joining us on Periscope, I would recommend you hopping over to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/right for California, and joining us that way. It's much easier to maintain watching us and the game at the same time if you have us up like that, rather than having us up on Twitter. But that's up to you. Just my personal opinion and advice.
I did get a question as to whether UCLA gave us COVID because half of the Bruins, like 8 to 10 Bruins players, got quarantined this week. But I think most of those players were on the offensive side, so I don't think they actually could have given the Cal offensive players COVID. So I don't find that very likely.
Yeah. Man, our viewers are just going up and up. We had what? We peaked at 50 last week, or like 55. We're at 30.
Don't
not
leak our
bad.
metrics.
Yeah, anyone want to talk about how wild the Samoan jerseys they're putting out tonight are? Is this?
I think that's for Oregon. For Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon has the Ohana jerseys.
Oregon Ducks or Oregon Beavers?
Ducks.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's go,
We're
boys.
playing.
Let's
For all of
go.
you who have tuned in, our expectations are bottom of the barrel. Misery loves company, and who knows? Maybe we'll somehow cobble together a winning game plan out of 3 pieces of string and a duct tape.
You know who
Again-
also loves? What?
Yeah, again,
what?
if you guys have any questions, just ask them away or just comment away. Provide your feelings as we go through this curious
As-
exercise of playing football.
So what
As
is
we-
the formula for us winning this game? It would have to be that we're missing 2 starters on defense, but that's not so much that the defense can't play well. We managed to slow down Oregon State's run game. Uh-oh.
We're so effed. We're so effed. We're so effed, man.
I was about to say the formula for winning this game would be to slow down Oregon State running the ball, and then they run for a touchdown on the first play of the game.
I don't even know what happened. I think the safety. Well, I can try and run back the.
Well, I'm
replay.
sure we'll get some replays.
You'll get, yeah.
Whelp is the exact right word. It just the middle just opened right up.
So
I'm
I don't know.
assuming-
Yeah, we were running a deep cover safety, 2 linebackers. Hicks just bit. Hicks was just like way too like downfield. And our
I mean-
linebackers, didn't like.
We know that Oregon State's going to run the ball, like first, second, and third.
It's that one cutback, and then 84 just got the great seal down the field.
Yeah.
Is 84?
Somebody-
is-
Who's 47? Tevis just got blown away from the play. Like he got turned around somehow and was being shoved way off the line.
Yeah, and then whoever's replacing Cruteau, I think, just did not.
Where's the
Yeah.
other?
discipline.
Where's the other
Yeah.
safety?
But
I
we're
didn't-
playing we had 1 safety, I think.
Was it cover
Oh, no.
1?
Yeah, I think so. We had a deep safety, and I don't know where the other safety was. I
We
think the
talked
other safety
all,
might have been playing nickel.
all off season about how this defense had no depth and that if we started losing starters, things could go downhill. And we're missing Maldonado, so we had to reshuffle the defensive line. The defensive line got blown off the ball. We're missing some linebackers. The linebackers were not in the right place. And then when a run gets to the secondary, things can go wrong.
Well, the fun version of this is we get to see Musgrave's offense really quickly.
Fun? You sure about that adjective?
We'll see. We'll see. I still remain some hope that last game was just a conservative thing just because they had to flip, but
So naive, Rob.
I'm just curious to see which 5 offensive linemen trot out.
Oh boy.
Did they just say that Garbers was up and down? I don't
Yep.
remember the up parts.
Safel, Cindric, Rome, probably Met Tower, and who's the other?
Yeah, who's the fifth? Because we knew entering the season that we had like 7 guys, so you lose 3, that leaves 4.
I don't know
Who's the
who's on
right
the-
tackle?
Some yards.
Because of Dancy.
Nice after contact from Dancy.
78
So,
shoved
yeah.
him forward a couple of
So
yards.
Rome is at left tackle. Ben Coleman is at left guard. Matauer's at right guard. Mello's at right tackle.
Ugh.
Oh, Coleman. So Coleman, has he even gotten snaps at Cal yet? Like, or at
No.
least on offense?
No,
Like,
this is
maybe
his
he's
first
showed
major
up on
action.
special teams for all I know, but
Yeah, first major offensive action, I think. Mello did play against Utah, I think, last year.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that's good positive yardage, I think.
So they did just say that Brown is an injury, not COVID. He tried
Great.
to warm up and then pulled out of the game.
Well, that implies he might be healthy for next week, I guess.
It's true.
There's a
Great.
graphic that we need to save. 3 first-time starters.
Oh Lord.
Well, 3rd and 1. I mean, this is good. This is a good position to be in.
Quarterback sneak, baby.
Yeah, and look at that.
Look at is that
They're second faster
Straw?
than the rest, I think.
It's Broderick Shaw, I think.
isn't that
I mean-
more?
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
more.
it's more.
It's more. It's Damien, baby.
So
All
this
right.
is classic movable object stoppable force situation here because Oregon State's run defense is in fact awful. Interesting that we decided to just run it right at them.
I mean,
Time to find out if the line can do find out what the line can do.
if there's a line to have backups against, this would be the line.
Hmm.
I do like that Oregon State has filled their entire stand with fans. You know, cardboard
Yeah.
cutout stand.
But cutouts.
I mean,
Cutouts.
Probably the lower bowl.
Yeah, I think it's still more than what Cal has put up though in Memorial.
Yeah, no. Well, I guess we'll be.
All right. Well, now I can pause the United game because we went into halftime.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's an interesting formation. 21. Drop back. Up play action. Going D.
Go up! Go up!
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, we held
That's
on
a
to
good
that.
one. Yeah.
Offset fullback offset
Yeah.
fullback play action. That
Is that
is
the longest gain of the year?
that
I
is.
think so.
Yeah.
I think that's the longest game of the
Has to
last
be.
2 years.
No.
Why we weren't able to do that last week? Well, I mean, I know why we weren't able to protect long enough to even run her out that deep, which is so sad. But that's what we should have been doing last week against their
Secondary.
I'm already
zero
a fan
safety
of
help all game long.
Okay.
Yeah,
Drew
we're sticking-
Schlegel.
We're sticking
21.
with straight I formation right now.
Yeah.
Let's
and,
have
it's Patrick Shaw too.
There's Shaw. There's number 9.
We
There's
got 2
Shaw.
yards on that. That's 2 yards.
we got the oh my's. We got the wows.
Yes, this game feels like some chaos.
Let's see. Let's see if the chaos is sustainable or if it was just like a one play fluke.
So we're
Okay,
going to
first time
shotgun.
shotgun.
First shotgun formation. Two
12 personnel.
tight end set.
It's a 2 tight end set, and our 2 wide receivers that are out there is Kekoa and Mackay.
Uh-huh.
That says a lot
Looked
about
like we tried
Garbers. Yeah, Garbers I think missed on the throw. Looked like
Looked
he
like
didn't
we-
have it. And also there was pressure on the right side. Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Garbers got upended.
Yeah. It looked like we wanted to bootleg it to the right-hand side, but 85 got blown up on that.
Oh,
pass block
shoot.
now.
Tonjes, yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like Garber's had more time on that play than he thought.
Oh, my
Yeah.
boy Monroe Young. My boy Monroe Young.
Third down. Garber's.
Drop back
Uh,
pass.
Touchdown.
Got it.
Let's
Got it.
go.
Wait, is it touchdown?
Let's
That
go.
was a touchdown.
That's
To,
Polk.
Nice
Ooh.
poke.
Oh,
that was a nice throw by Chase. Probably
That
the
was-
best throw of the year.
that. And they say goal line fades don't work. And they
get-
say
I-
goal line fades don't.
I would
One
not
foot
call
down,
that a
1 foot
fade
down.
explicitly.
Wait, hold up. Does he catch? Yeah, that's a catch.
That's a catch. He had the
Well
ball in
done.
his hand before his foot got off the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
they
think
won't be
it's-
able to overturn that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
they had
called
and they called it a touchdown on the field.
Yeah.
Let's go! Time to change the
Okay.
score.
Nice. We have officially matched our seasonal touchdown output.
All right, so thoughts on the Musgrave offense in this first drive?
Helps to play the worst defense in the Pac-12.
It does. That it does. But the play calling was the issue was I think everyone called for deep shots in that UCLA game, which we didn't take at all. Versus
Yeah.
today, we took despite having some pretty good pressure. I mean, these guys might be they might have the most talented pass rusher in the entire conference playing against our basically 1.5 or 1.75 defensive line or offensive line.
Yeah.
You think he's more talented than Thibodeau?
Well, Thibodeau's not there yet. He didn't put up basically a 20 sack season.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a different situation too. Rashid's like sort of a stand-up linebacker rusher.
Yeah, he's a
Thibodeau's
OLB.
more of a straight
D end.
DE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but if you just talk pure pass rusher,
yeah, I'd probably take Thibodeau on my team ahead of Hamilcar, but you'd take them both without.
but you wouldn't
asking.
be. Yeah. Yep.
I like that we were able to run because that allowed Chase to run the play action shot to Kakoa, who nearly dropped that ball. It was close.
So we've passed the ball 3 times now, and there wasn't, at least compared to what happened last week, there wasn't significant pressure the way that there was just constantly guys in Chase's face last week. So that's a
Yeah.
step up.
Yeah, the O-line clearly has been playing like actual game reps this week with like an actual defensive line. You can see that they're actually like executing much better.
Hmm.
And also, I think the run game, getting a first down in that first 3 plays is really, really, really important because like I think you need a semblance of balance, or otherwise Oregon State can lean their defense one way or the other.
Yep.
Well, the big thing with the O line too is that not to knock on any of those guys, but you're having higher rated recruits. This offensive line right now might be overall the highest rated group in terms of individuals that we have seen on the field together during Wilcox's time here so far. So who knows? Maybe it is that thing of the talent masks some of the inefficiencies, but they definitely look more cohesive than the team that line that played against UCLA.
But let's note the fact that the guys on the field played against an actual defensive line all week.
True.
Right?
That
They
too.
actually had snaps. So we're not really comparing apples to apples. This is very muddied comparison. So I wouldn't go out to say that it's talent that is masking things.
I'd
Second,
also say we've also lulled the Cal defense has lulled the Oregon State offense into a false sense of security. So now we have
Yeah.
them right where we want them.
exactly. It's
Well,
like,
Well, I mean, my question would be, who has the worst run or like front seven? Is it UCLA or is it Oregon State?
Wait, what? On the front 7?
Yeah, because UCLA against Colorado, that was a mauling by Colorado's offense.
I think
and
we just have to say Colorado might be good. We might be at that point. They're 2-0.
I think everybody is bad. It's just different shades of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Oregon isn't looking all too perfect this season.
No, everything is awful.
Who bet on a shootout between the Pac-12 offensive powerhouses of Cal and Oregon State?
Man, if it were any normal Justin Wilcox defense, I would say that we should be able to shut them down. But
Tattersall.
First down, nice penetration by Tattersall. Quickly anticipated that outside bounce.
Yeah. Who is playing in the place of Croto? Is it
It's Patu.
Patu?
Patu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patu's
Trey
my boy.
Trey Pastor's already come in to take some snaps as well.
Yes. Yes. Chiggy playing close to the line.
Tattersall's got himself a nice
yeah.
stash going. I'm impressed.
It looks like he has a bit of a mullet too.
It's also a nice. Yeah, it's also a nice old matchup of Coach M versus Wilcox. Coach M coaching the Oregon State offensive line, was Cal's offensive line coach back in the old Tedford days when Wilcox was linebackers coach.
Oh.
I don't know how to say his name. It's like
Mahalchik.
Mahalachek. Mahalachek. That's right.
Yeah.
You added an extra syllable, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Third down and short.
Oregon State
And
motion.
Cal calls timeout.
Oh, that's not good.
Probably didn't like the alignment.
2nd and 8 is
Yeah.
passing
already-
down for most teams, but a run
Yeah.
down for Oregon State.
Yep.
And 3rd
there's-
and 4 might be the same. It's probably a passing down for most teams, but it's a running down for Oregon State.
Is it
Well,
a
they ran-
passing down for us or not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
For today's
Well-
game, it's probably a passing down.
I mean, if I were Oregon State, I'd just run that football forever because Gebbia is not good. Like, he is probably the worst quarterback in the conference. I mean, he, I think, passed for under 100 yards last week.
Chase barely cracked 100 last week, so. But
At
he has
least-
more. He has that last season too, so we've seen it. But I'm just like,
We have a smaller sample size with Gebbia, and it is not
Yeah.
promising.
yeah.
When you have 3 straight passes batted down by either the defense or the head of your teammate, it makes me
That's-
question your quarterbacking skills.
That's fair, yes. Besides the Chase Garbers McElwain shuffle, when was the last time Cal had the worst quarterback in the Pac-12?
Well, I'd have to
Oh,
go
wow.
back and look, but honestly, there were
Bridgeford.
Bowers maybe.
No, Bridgeford.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brock Nansen.
Not Zach Maynard.
No, Alan Bridgeford was 2012, right? That was like the last Tedford games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Oh,
bridge.
No, it was Maynard. I remember.
Maynard
because
was not. Was Maynard the worst? I'm trying to remember who was. There was another team that was really bad, like during that time. But
Maynard wasn't terrible. It's just that Tedford forced him to throw screen passes to Keenan on his backside. So
Yeah.
he would step into the blind area that he wasn't even sure if there was a defender, and then would just have to chuck it straight as he stepped into it. And most often than not, there was already a defender already there. He had no sense of that. So
I always hated that Tedford play.
yeah, like why are we calling that play?
My recollection of the Maynard years was that it was tough to figure out how good he really was because he was able to throw to 2 wide receivers with just the most absurd catch radiuses in the entire
Yep.
conference. Like Gebbia might throw 70% completion rate if he was throwing to Marvin Jones and Keenan Allen.
it's more of an indictment on Tedford that like Maynard was like our first choice because
Wasn't that
quarterback
the deal
recruiting
he
wasn't
made
great.
with- Wasn't that the deal he made with?
Well, the development wasn't great. The recruitment was fine.
You
He
think the
recruited a
recruitment
bunch
was
of-
fine?
We're getting
I don't know.
four-star.
I don't follow too closely, but we got a bunch of Elite 11 guys.
Yeah, both Klein and Goff were Tedford recruits.
what a play on third down.
Nice. Tackle for
Great.
loss. Good.
That was all Brett Johnson. He just came
Yeah.
up the middle, and then everyone else like sealed the deal.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Klein though was that he was never going to play him as a true freshman when you had an installed senior as the starting quarterback.
Oh, my bad. It wasn't.
No,
it
it's
wasn't
47.
Brett. Yeah, it
I
was
was about to
47.
say I was looking for the hair flowing out of the back of his helmet and I didn't
No, it's
see it.
47.
I just assumed it was Brett because it's usually Brett, but it was actually good penetration by the DNs. And like
Yeah.
Brett actually sealed. He went like he did a stunt.
Ah, yes. Here we
I've
begin.
All right.
And we
I'm very-
begin.
I'm fairly certain that was a good wrinkle by the defense.
Whoa!
And
Oh!
we begin.
Oh!
And we begin. And we begin.
Oh, shit!
I just feel bad for 84, who was just struggling to keep up with you there. He looked so gassed, that poor guy.
That is 21 mile per hour speed right there.
not a bad.
And
little
Nico
dance for
finally.
Nico
Oh
either.
no, there's a flag. God.
Wait, hold up.
That might
It
have
might
been
be for
celebration.
it's late.
That's a
It might, yeah.
celebration. That came. Oh no!
Oh, blocking the
Damn
back.
it.
Damn it.
Oh no!
Blocking the back.
Who by who? Who wasn't on?
I mean, I can look at the replay. Let's see
Penalty by. It doesn't say who. Is it Daniel
what
Scott?
oh, Daniel Scott. Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely
my-
blocking
Okay,
the back.
yeah, that's a. He
I mean
didn't-
that.
He didn't
That
need
clearly-
to touch him. I don't think he needed to touch him. I think Nico had the angle to get by him.
I think he had the angle, yeah.
That's pretty.
That's
much-
a
That's a
disappointment.
marginal call. I think that's not called a healthy proportion of the time. I don't like that call really.
Because there wasn't even a full extension of the arms. He was already like just like tagging him as he's driving. Whatever.
And it was
Whatever.
kind of from the side too.
Yeah.
You know what I like though? I like 1st and 10 at the 7. That's what I really like.
Well, it allows Chase to have a 93-yard touchdown pass, so, well,
What a
90
huge swing
90-yard
penalty.
yeah.
Dang, is Damian Moore the starter?
I mean, he's gaining starter stats.
Wow.
I mean, at this point, with Dancy as senior, I would definitely get the freshman more time. Like it's time to start thinking about next year.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cal's not. I mean, we can project all we want, but Cal, I think, is clearly not going to win the Pac-12. So, might as well start thinking ahead.
What a cynic over here.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of bodies on the line. It's 12 personnel again.
One loss and one COVID outbreak, and you're just ready to give up on our 3-game season.
Well, 2 COVID outbreaks.
Oh wow, that's a lot of bodies there.
Yeah, Oregon State has now totally sold down the pass, and the Beavers are getting a little chippy.
Oh, not a fan of the choice, but
This is upsetting.
3rd and
Yeah.
4.
Rob really wanted to celebrate that punt return.
I really did. I really did.
You already
Yeah.
were celebrating that punt return.
Exhibition season. Yep, that's what I said. Just treat this as an exhibition. You're getting like 6 weeks of preseason. 3rd and 4 here.
Please convert.
And,
Please convert. Please convert.
and
Please convert.
4th down.
Short, yeah, short. Fuck it, go for it. Go
Big
for it.
chaos energy. Big chaos energy here from Peter. Going for it.
It works in Madden.
That was good defense. Like they had the play they wanted. Nice catch too.
Yeah.
Questionable blitz pickup by the running back, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chase threw that one high because of the blitz coverage pressure. So yeah, missed opportunity for Cal.
Yeah,
Could have been up 14-7.
that's all right.
I still think that's the wrong call on the block in the back.
And that felt like a delayed game. Instead, that was a delayed game. Yeah. Close
That's
up on the
fine.
flag.
That's not good. Delay of game on. I mean, we're already short fielding this.
Now, Oregon State's already blocked a punt this year, and they got.
Is that a
pretty close on that
monogrammed
one.
flag?
Hey, look,
What-
man.
what-
When Larry Scott's making the big bucks, you got to have the best possible equipment.
I'm trying to figure out why there would be a monogrammed B on the flag. Is that
It was an early Christmas present.
Could be to, if multiple refs throw flags, they can quickly figure out whose flag it was.
And that's one
Oh,
of the worst
that's
punts of the
sad.
season. That
I mean,
was
That was ugly.
wow.
Good lord.
Jameson, what are you doing?
He got spooked by the rush, I think.
and he didn't I don't think he cleanly caught the snap.
No.
So I think he was rushing to get it out when that happened.
Yeah.
So that's a big play swing for Cal. Could have been up 14-7. Now Oregon State takes over on the Cal 35, I think.
Yep.
Turnover. Turnover.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
and you got to be kidding me.
What did West
Um,
Brom just score?
No, we just gave up a penalty in the box with that's a terrible call. That is a total BS call. How is
much
that?
anguish today?
So getting back to things the rest of us care about. So yeah, Cal is struggling. Cal is struggling. I think looks like Oregon State did some adjustments, put some more men up in the box.
Yeah.
Looks like they're again trying to shrink the field. So I mean the deep ball's gonna be there if Cal wants to go for it. I think we're gonna be Oregon State's secondary is not really we should win those one-on-one matchups if we contest them.
Yeah. I think
What is
Oregon State's telling us that one big play was a fluke. Try again. So
what is happening? VAR is checking the penalty.
Rob, we all want Manu to lose.
VAR is checking the penalty.
Come on, you baggies.
Come on.
Who are the baggies?
That is not a
Should I
penalty.
like the baggies or not like the baggies?
Bruno touched the ball first
The,
before his leg.
West Brom Albion are the baggies. I think.
Have never heard of a single word in that sentence before this day.
Please.
I feel like you know West. Maybe not Bromwich or Albion.
No penalty!
Oh my god.
This is Rob's biggest win of the day.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
he's completely given up on this game. It was just
It is raining in Old Trafford, and there's no penalty. I love it.
How far
So, Nick-
Manchester United have fallen 0-0 in the second half celebration time.
Yeah, it is.
isn't it? And it's West Brom's last in the Premier League, isn't they?
They're in the relegation zone. I'm pretty sure about that.
Have you guys seen Ted Lasso yet?
Highly recommended.
Same. I was like, can you get unrelegated?
So I'm not up to. So Gavin asks, I'm not up to speed on the younger guys like I should. Behind more, anyone else to watch out for in this weird season? If we ever get to see Justin Baker, probably him at wide receiver. We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Oren Patu at linebacker.
Oregon
He's
State back.
playing.
They're gonna get the play action. They get the coverage, and they
And they get the
scored.
touchdown. They
Seriously?
went. Yep. They went against number 8.
Tight end.
Yeah.
Coin
Yeah,
Dang
tight end
looks
on
like
this linebacker, and Dang is
Yep.
just continuing to struggle this year.
Yeah.
Not
Coverage.
we're
Yeah,
presuming
Dang.
that's Dang's guy, which it must have been, but
Yeah.
It was definitely Dang's
unusual for
zone,
Dang
I
to be
think.
going deep in coverage like that.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I think Smith.
Yeah.
Smith realized that they could diagnose tight end and linebacker. All the corners a bit deep. I think the safety. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure who he was trying to cover in that play, but yeah, again, the one high safety look does not seem to be working very well to start. So it's 14-7 Oregon State.
Yeah, but if you move a safety back, then they will run the ball. I don't know. Wasn't Brett? No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was. Yeah,
the touchdown hurts, but I think you're right, Peter, that you're gonna have to play up to the line and stop the run and just hope that Dang makes that play or Gebbia mails the throw or
Yeah. Or Brett Johnson gets to the quarterback.
Guys, we're making Tristan Gebbia look like Jake Luton out here. Like, what are we doing? What are we really doing?
So the
NFL
coverage was.
quarterback Jake Luton.
So yeah, we had 8 in the box. 8 in the box, which meant only one single high safety. The safety stepped in on the wide receiver going down the post, so that left the left zone open for the tight end to score.
Yeah.
My emotions might change drastically if United can score in the next few minutes here.
Are you tied or?
We're tied 0-0.
Oh.
The second half just started. It's only 5 minutes in.
Gavin asks.
We already talked about that, Avi. We just did.
Okay.
We already showed it, and we talked about it.
Then
Come on, Avi.
we were cut off mid-sentence by Cal giving up a long touchdown, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't answer that, did we?
We
Well,
talked about it.
Yeah.
We said
mentioned-
Patu, Baker if he
Justin
comes on
Baker.
the field.
Craig Woodson already had a big blocked punt last
Yeah.
week.
Oh, yeah, Craig
Trey
Woodson.
Trey
Trey
Pastor,
Pastor. Yeah.
who was already playing. Actually, he's probably playing the most of any of them.
Yep.
But yeah,
All right.
Cal's defense again getting baked. I mean, this is like really bad performance so far from Cal. Like
Yeah.
most of the defenses here, like they're playing.
Hmm. Like, I wonder if
So-
it's Deng still getting used to his new weight, because he did gain 20 pounds over the off season, right?
I think the sad reality is that we were spoiled at inside linebacker with Kunasik
Oh,
and
interesting.
Weaver,
Okay.
and we
Well,
just
what?
don't have anybody that
We
good.
just went from 21 I formation to a spread, and Schlegel's first catch.
It's for a yard.
Hey, that's what you need. It's a dump off.
Well,
Rob.
you know,
But Nick,
when
to
you want
your
to go
point,
when you go to empty set, you always want to throw a fullback out.
Yeah, God.
I don't understand the purpose of going from I form to empty set if you're playing
Because
a
you wanna-
fullback.
Because you might think that your fullback might have a better alignment against an inside linebacker, or you want to go for your running back who's in the slot, right? Your running back's in the slot, and then he's matched up if it's man against either a safety or preferably a linebacker.
Well, like,
Yes.
was
Did you
that
score?
was that play
Yeah.
designed to go to the fullback, or was that just a dump off
I
because
think
they
it's a
didn't get what
dump
they
off.
wanted?
I think it was a
Garbers
dump
goes
off.
to the outside, finds Crawford.
Crawford.
I think that's the
Third
pass.
one.
I think that's a pass to set up something later.
it was such a
'cause-
quick decision. I don't
Yeah.
think he read any of the progression. He went
Yeah,
straight
that was
to
just-
Schlegel.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
kind of what
setup.
Garbers did last week too. He went to the quick outs when he's trying to get something going.
Oh, is that? No, I don't think. Oh, this might be overturned too. Oh,
Why?
Rob, you're confusing us.
Rob,
sorry.
Man, you.
Just talk about Cal football,
Sorry.
okay?
sorry.
Third and
Cal,
three.
Cal football game's only in the first quarter. I still this is in the second half for the United.
Then
We
States.
are
mute yourself and we'll talk to yourselves so we don't get confused about this. Third
We're all in
down and a
And
flag.
That flag might be overturned. Who knows?
No,
I'm still
a
not
false
sure which
start.
flag Rob's talking
Uh,
about.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Rob?
There's a clear handball in the United
Oh my
game,
god.
and
Rob,
they're going to
we all-
VAR.
we all want Menu to lose.
We'll
So
go to
just accept
VAR,
that.
but it's cleared.
So, on something everybody on this team actually cares about, 3rd and 8 for Cal, delay of game. They split
Yeah.
out the running back. It's 5
Empty set
wide.
again. Pressure coming from
Chase
the
is
left side.
running.
Chase has an angle. First
Kai gets
down.
blocked.
Yeah, it's first down.
For Menu.
And wait for it.
Nice block there from
Wait
Yeah, nice.
for
Zach
it.
Clark.
Nice block on the wide
Or
receiver
Polk.
on the right side.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Bruno Fernandez.
It's nice to see Chase finally get out.
No.
Anyway, first
Avi,
and
can you
10.
mute Rob for a second?
If he does something again, I might. Chase gets a nice angle, slide.
Some
Yeah.
big
Nice
pressure
down.
on the receivers.
Yeah,
Just-
now they're trying to stretch the field a lot more.
No, see, that was disappointing because he had time to go downfield there. And
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm not going to poo-poo on a 6-yard scramble or whatever that was, but I
think-
want more from these plays.
Yeah.
Also, Avi and Peter, I don't think you guys need to give a play-by-play because I think everyone else is watching the game too.
I mean, it's analysis, right? Okay, inside zone. Dancy gets 3rd and 1. We should be
Give-
able to convert.
Give me points. I
It's-
want points.
We're not even in midfield.
Give
3rd and
me
1.
touchdowns.
Okay.
I
Fourth
want
on.
touchdowns. Oh, a penalty retake, Nick, because the goalie was off the line again.
Yes, that does sound like the refs when they're in a Manchester United game, doing everything
All
they
right.
can to give
All right,
United
I've
penalties.
muted Rob for now, so.
And Bruno scores.
Damn it.
And Bruno scores
You
because I
dropped
unmuted
me.
myself.
I tried.
Dancy and third down for Cal.
So Cal's
Well,
moving to more of a hurry up offense.
What Avi doesn't know is I also have administrative capabilities on this stream, so I can unmute myself whenever I want.
It's a
Lovely.
coup.
Yes. Yeah, that's an electoral coup right here. You're subverting the will of the people.
See, Avi, you think you have control, but it's just the illusion that I gave you that you have control.
So Rob is the Republican Party here. Got it.
First
I
down.
am
for
the
Cal.
GOP.
Yeah.
So,
Cal's in
yeah,
midfield now, and they have they keep on running this 2 tight end
Oh.
set, so they're trying to find things with this. They feel comfortable with
Yeah.
2 tight ends.
Well, is it a comfortable like because they just want to have max protect because they don't trust the 5 linemen to protect by themselves?
I think it's
It
also
might
like
be, but
variability.
Both
Yeah,
of
it's
the
also-
tight ends ran routes, so
Yeah.
they weren't helping with the blocking.
Yeah, it's also variability. So if you have 2 tight ends, there's like a 50-50 chance you might be running or passing.
Yeah, you're right. The tight ends
Yeah.
didn't even chip on that play.
Nope.
Yeah.
Uh,
It also provides more protection for the O line with 2 like fresh tackles.
I think we're running. No. Oh, interesting. Oh,
Well,
Ah!
Chase got bit, but he found another tight end mismatch.
you got Tonjes. Yeah. That was
So
good.
this is the play calling I thought I was going to see last
There we
week.
go.
But
And I like this play calling, man. The first 2 drives have been pretty good.
Chase
Chase
actually
stuff-
looks like Chase again. He's at about 10 yards an attempt right now, maybe a little
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the Chase we know.
yeah, and the blocking, definitely still needs some improvement. But I mean, what do you expect with 3 backups?
I mean, we didn't even shift, and then we didn't even like recognize that cornerback blitz coming. Like everyone shifted left, and the cornerback came in untouched. Thankfully, he wasn't as fast to get to the
So-
quarterback.
So in the
one
red zone now.
Yeah, red zone. Motion by Dancy.
5
more
wide.
Motion.
And that got tipped.
Yeah, tipped.
Batted down. That's
Batted
fine.
down. So one
That's-
thing interesting that I learned early on is that if you look at how the 3-point stance or 2-point stance of the OL, you can kind of predict what play you're going to run because 3-point stance for the run, right? And then 2-point stance so you can pass it easier. But Cal's been going 3-point stance on pass plays. That removes one way of the opponent seeing trying to predict what we will go for, because ultimately there are only 2 outcomes, well 3, but 2 actual outcomes for every play. There's
Oh.
not down, there's pass or run, right?
Jeez, I love the aggression of the play calling on this drive.
All right, relax.
3 wide receivers set.
Trips left, and
Down
then
to the left.
delay.
Nicely done.
Woo!
Okay, QB running back draw.
Yeah, so we
Dancy.
got
Yep.
we got
Good
Yeah.
space to the outside.
hmm
They fully expected pass there.
Yep. And we're going to second quarter.
All right. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. We started off real bad. So there's only up from here. We literally hit rock bottom on the first play of the game.
For the defense, yes. I mean, 2 drives for the defense, 3 drives for the defense.
Well, there's 3 plays that have defined this game.
Mhm.
2 long touchdowns from Oregon State and Cal's disallowed punt return.
Yep.
We are now
Yeah,
moving
swung
on
the
to the
game
second
pretty
quarter.
quickly.
Moving on to the second quarter, folks. Once again, if you're just joining us, if you're on Periscope or Twitter, hop on over to our YouTube page. It's probably easier to follow along there, and you can ask us questions and whatnot. We're talking through it. So, yeah, if you have anything you want to say, talk about your hot takes, like Rick on YouTube says, they're playing mad. He
What
also
are the
says,
stats?
I like
What are
it.
the stats for the first quarter?
What would you like to see? Would you like to see all of the stats?
What are the yards per play per team?
Yards per play, 7.4 for Cal, and can you give me the guess for Oregon State?
20.2.
Actually,
Close.
23.
Nice.
23 flat.
93 yards per play. As usual.
We're getting motorboated, but 7.4 yards per play is not that bad. Like it's Chase is what?
How long was that touchdown run? Was that like
75.
okay, so they only have 5 yards on the ground after that.
Otherwise,
Well,
So
Yeah. Our running backs are doing well. Both Moore and Dancy are, Moore is at 4.6 yards per carry, along with 12. Dancy is 5.3 with along of 8. So Moore's median runs are pretty much 5 yards per. He's pretty much 5 yards per carry.
I would just keep
Guys,
an eye on his pass protection though,
Mhm,
because he's still young. He's missed some blitzes.
mhm.
Oregon State has 2 one-play touchdown drives. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, this is very
Yeah, we're-
characteristic for Cal because our defense is bend not break and does not allow big plays. We just allow
Yeah, Cal right now is one drive is 8 plays, 75 yards and a touchdown. 3 plays, -2 yards and a punt, and 10 plays, 66 yards, and it's currently ongoing.
Mhm.
Oregon State is 1 play, 75 yards and a touchdown, 3 plays, 5 yards and a punt, and 1 play, 35 yards and a touchdown.
What's the Oregon State? What's Cal's third down conversion rate? I don't think Oregon State is converted
4 out of
third
5.
down.
Yeah, we're 4
Oregon
out of
State's-
5.
Oregon
We
State's
haven't-
1 out of 2.
Yeah.
Oregon State should be 0 for 1 on third downs,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 0
Yep.
for 1. They're
Yeah.
at 0%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is some good Pac-12 after dark in the afternoon.
We are 12.28 minutes time of possession. Oregon State has had the ball 2 minutes 32 seconds.
We're wearing them down, baby.
Yeah. I mean, considering how thin the Oregon State defense is, this could be a factor later on if it continues.
That and they're just not that good to begin with. So, I mean, you can kind of see it in the game already. We've been moving
Yeah.
the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
And Garvers is averaging more than 10 yards an attempt.
Yep.
And that's with 2/5 of our offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're watching on Facebook or Periscope, you can hop on over our YouTube channel. I think that's probably the easier way to watch. I'm just going to keep plugging this just so it's for people because it's easier. And you can talk to us that way, just like Gavin is talking to us right now.
Yeah, Gavin's, you're correct. 4 of 5 on third down this week compared to 4 of 14 last week.
Oh God. Okay. 12. Oh, I like it. I like the play design. Okay, it's 4th and 2. Do you go for it?
I mean, why not? I mean, it's 4th and
No.
2.
He's coming
Come
off
on.
the field.
They're going for the kick. There's no reason to go for it right now.
Your defense is giving up 2 50-yard, 2 one-play touchdown drives. Are you sure you want to play with field goals?
Yeah.
Perfect
Oh.
time for a fake kick.
Perfect time for. I mean, a fake kick is a kick, right?
My boy Longhetto. But sadly, it's not Christiakos.
One day,
One day.
Rob.
Okay.
One
Oh,
day.
Continue to dream.
Yeah.
High snap. Oof.
That's
Got it in.
Yeah,
It
so-
works.
So even though that didn't come out, I like the design that we have 22 on the field, right? And then it was boot, and I think they wanted to get the tight end near on the near pylon, but the rush got to Chase and he had to throw it away.
Yeah, again, I think we're again struggling with blocking free releases. This is giving Chase he has to back up or rush his throws a little bit more than he should, and that's kind of throwing off a lot of the plays we want to make.
Yeah.
So we need to get better at having our fullbacks chip or
Mhm.
whatever running backs in pass pro to be ready to identify the free rusher.
I think that's just lack of experience too, because blitz pickup is always a in the NFL draft. It's there are 2 running backs who actually have done blitz pickup. The other guys need to learn in the NFL. Kind of shows with us too.
Yeah, exactly. I think the tight ends actually played really well on that drive. I think we're seeing a lot of stuff that we like out of 22, where we can have the versatility to go between run or pass,
Mhm.
which we don't really get from having
Love it.
a bunch of wide receivers on the field.
Need 6s today, not 3s. Though we'll see if this comes back to bite the Bears, but I mean they've given up 2 big plays for touchdowns. If they can clamp down, I don't think we saw them do that in the second drive. So we'll see. We'll see if they can adjust to that. But
I'd just assume it's 3rd and 2. You're running the ball reasonably well. Just decide, hey, I'm going to run the ball 2 straight times, and I'm confident we're going to gain those 2 yards over those 2 plays.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to kill him for throwing it. Chase has looked good today, but it is just 2 yards.
and one of our other writers, Christopher, decides to join the stream.
Hey,
Yes.
what's up,
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going?
Chris? Yeah.
The usual.
You don't want
I
to turn the
mean-
game off yet.
We're not losing by 28 yet, like Avi predicted when he got the exclusion
Oh,
list.
oh.
Rob's also
Classic
watching the
Cal.
menu game. That's why.
Yeah, I hope it ends as
Yeah.
soon as possible. Because I keep on looking up at my TV and I'm like, oh, Cal back? Nope.
Nope.
Oh, Marcus, how do you miss? Oh, Marcus.
Game is back now, though. So Bears have kicking off and touchback.
Christiakos with the touchback. Multiple touchbacks.
Now, touchbacks, I don't know the precise conditions, but I would imagine that a touchback at Oregon State in cold weather that's pretty impressive, as opposed to, kicking it through the thin desert air in Arizona or something.
Someone asked on Facebook, why can't we see the game? Because if we were to show this game on our stream, it would, one, violate copyright rules. Two, we could get sued for pirating. And three,
Rob, I told you to get the
Yeah.
express written consent of the National Collegiate Athletic Association. What have you been doing?
He was too busy watching Man U games.
this is true. So that's
Uh,
exactly why we can't have the game on stream. So
Not sure what happened there on the first down conversion by Oregon State.
Looked like the soft spot between the linebackers and the
Yeah.
safety in the zone.
Yeah, they attacked
Iosefa went
Jang's
for the
area in
run.
the zone. Yeah.
Iosefa went
How-
towards the run and left it.
how hilarious is it that they're finally able to show who the starters are for the Cal defense, because we've given up so many big plays they haven't had time to show who our starting lineup is.
Nice stick and first down, this time by 26.
Well, the boys are starting to play a little bit better.
Okay, it's one play, Rob.
Let me breathe.
Gebbia is averaging 23 yards a pass attempt.
So you tell me
Granted,
he's
there's
next
only
Patrick
been two.
Mahomes. They're showing nickel blitz.
Like
Safety
I always said,
blitz.
best quarterback in the Pac-12, Tristan Gebbia. Good pursuit from the backside by Hicks to
Yeah.
kind of slow it down.
And we were showing
Oregon State,
I liked what the defense
down.
did, though. To confuse
yeah, Oregon State's actually getting some good push up front. I think that just we're still struggling with the lack of nose tackle play, just to really punish anyone on the inside.
Yeah, because lack of nose tackle makes two of our positions worse. So. Oh, okay. Drayden on the outside. Chiggy on the
Third.
inside.
3rd and 4,
Chip.
and nice
Yeah.
deflection by Drayden.
No
That was-
fly
that was
zone,
good.
baby.
That was good team defense. I think we got good pressure up them for Gebbia, who threw the ball high, and then Drayden was able to one-on-one.
That's the Gebbia we were expecting.
To throw at other teams.
Yeah,
Just not throw right
Oh,
at
that-
the chest
oh,
of these
they-
guys.
They could have called PI there.
Honestly, if that had been a better throw, it might have been picked off.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think they can call PI though because Drayden was playing the ball.
Well, that one hand on the shoulder, when he
yeah.
dragged him back.
And it's
Maybe.
touchback.
It's out. It's out. It's out.
There's Oregon State. There's the team we know is the worst in the Pac-12.
Yeah. In my 10 years as a Cal football fan, I don't think Oregon State has never been not the worst football team in the Pac-12.
Wait,
Besides
you,
the 1-11. Sorry, our 1-11 season.
the 1 year with who was their quarterback before Jake Luton? The other quarterback that
Mannion?
was there for like 6 years.
Mannion.
Yeah. When they went
And
to
Wazoo had a down year in that time, too.
and people thought they were going to the Rose Bowl that year.
Stacy asked, "Are y'all on a delay?" That is correct. We're all streaming to try and sync up, and we're
Yeah.
also millennials, so we have no money, so we have to be creative with how we watch these games.
Somehow I'm furthest behind. You'll notice that I'm not reacting because
Nick, I think it's a competition between you and me.
I'm pretty behind as well.
I
I'm
actually had to
watching-
slow down my stream, so I'm trying to match you guys. I could be more ahead.
It's very confusing, especially with Rob shouting about different sports. I can never
I
tell
know,
if he's
right?
just ahead, what he's up to.
Yeah, if you guys have missed that, you saw Rob hijack the play-by-play during a Cal scoring drive. And I
It's-
didn't know who was scoring or what was going on, but
19
now
19
it's
minutes left in the
California.
United game, guys. 19 minutes left, and we're up 1-0.
you're in
All right.
10th
It's not a
place.
we, it's a you.
The game's
Yeah.
over. It's West Brom. They won't
Yeah.
score. Rob can
Classic
Rob
West
can
Brom.
calmly watch with confidence in 3 points.
Yes, to be fair, Stacy, I am also watching on Avi's YouTube TV Scripts of Cringe. So we're all sharing here.
Wow.
It's a
Sharing
party.
world right
Now,
now.
did you get express written consent to pirate Avi's stream?
See, I didn't get that yet. But if I'm going to pirate, then I don't need to ask for his consent.
Okay, none of us are lawyers, so I'm not getting it.
So I was reviewing the third down play for Cal's scoring drive. It looked like the right tackle, like they had the defensive rusher held and then was let go. So, yeah, I think just the tackle play is going to be something to watch the next couple of drives.
I mean, the chemistry between our line is better than I expect. I expected complete mayhem, like against the UCLA, where Safel wasn't chipping the defensive end who was rushing into the gap of the pulling guard. But now, better. And shout out Chris Brown, who's on the sideline.
It does make you wonder, like, the value of having played with guys versus the value of knowing your offense, and which one's more important than the other. Because you thought that last week's line, well, I don't know, maybe the offense hasn't been fully installed, but at least they've played with each other on the field before.
I mean, the right side played with each other. The left side did not at all. Because Del
Yeah.
Toro was left tackle, right? Good chase.
Again,
you-
more free pressure. And just, that play was going nowhere. Again, like I think,
Rob
Yeah,
giving
we're
us
just-
3 free points.
Wait, did we kick a field goal? in the
Yeah, why-
future?
Oh,
why do we have...
wait.
Our
why do
field
we have-
goal was worth 6 points.
If
No,
you're going
someone
to
said-
cast, you should give us more points than that.
No, I changed it, Rob, and then you changed it again.
Yeah. Well, someone said that we didn't change the score, so I was like, "Oh, we didn't."
I mean, it was before Avi changed it. So when
okay.
okay.
It's clearly a well-oiled
Ah.
machine.
Yeah, you can tell we're just on the same page.
And stuffed again. Two
And
back-to-back
that was very much a backup offensive line kind of play, just penetration from the
73
right
was
side.
just shoved 2 yards into the backfield. That's
Well,
Cindric.
that's I think so.
Gerardo says, "I think they just called CBJ Christian."
I mean, we don't
Christian
know. his
Brown.
religion.
Christian Brown.
I mean, he might be Christian.
He could be. We don't know.
Religion, yeah, no, personal beliefs.
He's the Patriots say to beating Washington.
As a fellow Christopher, I've definitely been called Christian before, so
Happened.
not an uncommon mistake.
Nice
Oh,
pressure, nice
nice.
escape.
Very
Nice
nice,
play.
Up. Yay!
very nice play by Chase.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Step up into the pocket, baby.
Yeah,
Chase is
last
definitely
week
using his
was
speed a lot more.
Yeah.
He's also getting like areas to go to, which he was getting last week.
So yeah, the one thing that Travion Beck talked to us about when we were doing the post game with the post game pod with him is he was talking about how Chase looked confused as he was going into his drop back because he wasn't used to that, to make his reads as he was dropping back versus being in shotgun and already making the reads as the ball's even being snapped to him. So
And he's got opportunities downfield.
And he. Rob lost his mind because we
Yeah.
went twice. Wow.
The way you guys all stopped talking at all at once, I thought they must have dropped the ball or something.
yeah, I thought it was an interception.
Or maybe he
No.
was
Oh
like,
yeah,
out
we
of
have to leave you in
bounds and weren't
suspense,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you succeeded.
We're all set up. We're all set up at this point.
That's a good ball by Chase, too.
Good
Yeah.
ball by Chase. Good route.
Separation.
Yeah.
Mackay, man. Mackay.
Yeah,
Oh, was
Mackay
that
is good.
what our wide receiver coach in the background raising his hands in advance of the ball falling?
Was that Burl Toller?
It might have
Oh,
been.
three
You
seconds.
can't- it's hard to
3
tell with all the
seconds. Come on,
masks.
snap. Okay.
First down.
Oh, interesting.
Regular formation. Ooh, we have
like-
some trickery.
Yeah, I know.
Creativity.
Fake running back run and then just pitch it to Remigio, who was coming out. Okay, flag. Was
Nico
coming
did
in
well to
motion.
get 4 yards there. That
Mhm.
was
This might be defensive.
Yeah, it's
That's
defensive.
defense.
That was to the head. Is that targeting? No, it's not.
They're-
Just a-
No, I think it's just like a push to the head, not like.
I've never
tackle.
seen this formation from a ref. What does that signal mean? Yeah, the
Is
fist
this-
is targeting.
I
But
think it's supposed to be this, but he did this.
personal
was, like,
foul.
thinking
illegal
hard.
Salute.
Cal, unpatriotic, Oregon State, unpatriotic behavior, 5-yard penalty.
Personal
Okay.
foul. Not a Boy
21.
Scout.
So now now they go back to I formation.
And Braddock Shaw running back draw.
You know what I'm
running
gonna-
back dive.
What I am going to say though is that Burke 18 is going to have a hell of a time picking out like a formation and a play that he wants to break down this week.
Yeah,
Because there
Yeah,
has
good
been
point.
a crazy variety.
I like
Yeah,
it.
good point, but Gerardo. This is Chase's best like deep ball game I've seen in a while. Like Chase really struggled to throw like further than like 20 yards last year. This is like 35, 40 yards today.
Well, outside the Ole Miss game,
Yeah, you mean
Because
last
he
year or
was-
last week?
Last year, sorry.
because Ole Miss
Like,
he was throwing everywhere. But then after he came back from his injury, yeah, I think he was a little gun shy.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, even in the Ole Miss game, they were mostly like intermediate routes, and then there was just a lot of yards after catch.
And they're letting him throw downfield now. So
Yeah,
I
second
do not
down,
wanna-
another
No,
stuff.
no 3
Yeah.
points this time. Come on. We have 2 more plays to make this work. Plan for it. Make it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Braddock Shaw runs are not as effective as expected.
Well, this is the problem when you put in like a running back specialist who you know is gonna who's in there to power run. Everyone
and-
is like preparing
Oh,
for it.
Haro in the tight end. That's 23 personnel.
love it.
And
Yeah,
more,
again.
and
Well, now it's
oh.
No. He was down. He was definitely down.
I didn't see his knees.
We're
Yeah,
going to have
might-
to see the alt angle.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
might-
review that probably.
Yeah.
So watching the review.
Wait, what was the call on the field?
Call was 4th down.
So they called him down rather than fumble?
Yeah.
Oh, he's down.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. His knee was down before the ball came up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All
it's
right, I
4th
like
and
that.
goal, and they're going for
No,
it.
Yes.
Thank you.
First time
Easy
in a
go
while
for a
I've
decision
seen
here.
Cal going 23%.
I don't need to know the analytics to know that even the analytics are probably saying it's your
And
probably
timeout.
better to go for it.
Timeout. Oregon
Is it a
State?
timeout or a
Oregon
official
State.
review?
Timeout,
They
Oregon
call it
State.
timeout.
I think they want to
Yeah,
check.
they want them to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna try and get the review. It won't really matter, but I don't think it will be 4th down.
Ah, yes, as my boy Donny Van de Beek enters Old Trafford.
The bootleg is open, Gerardo says. Will they go to it on 4th down?
It was open on that play. It definitely was open.
hmm
I mean, that's what I would call this play. Like, my favorite play is like the misdirection bootleg. So I hope they go
You
to
know-
it.
You know what I'm calling on this play?
Classic Tedford.
Spider 2 Y banana.
No.
Not enough space.
Yeah.
Rob, is that the only play you know from the pro playbook?
That I know, like as the words from a
Yeah.
playbook. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's the
Okay.
only. That's the only thing.
Yeah. I don't think that play works as well when you don't have like
It's either that or 5 verts.
Philly special.
The Philly special.
Engage 8.
Engage 8. Yes, definitely. Yeah. 3D max protect.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Oh no, 3D prevent. Sorry, 3D prevent. Not max protect. Sorry, I'm like getting plays mixed up now. I'm getting plays mixed up like all over the place.
they just flashed a stat on the screen, which is one of the most absurd stats I've ever seen, which is Oregon State has conceded 11 straight 4th down conversions.
I mean,
not
that kind
surprised.
of makes sense to me.
11 in a row, though.
Yeah, but like if they're all like 4th and 1s and they have trouble stopping a 1-yard run,
Call stands.
The 52-yard pass from Garbers to Polk was Cal's first pass of at least 50 yards since a 52-yarder from Devon Modster to Polk against Washington State last year on November 9th.
But those are different 52-yarders, though. Ah,
Yeah.
Sean is calling the fake dive halfback toss. Another one of my favorites.
that was a Tedford classic. Tedford knew how to run that play.
I would not do a toss considering how our O-line can't move
Well,
Okay.
they're gonna do
Ooh.
shotgun, which
Oh.
I don't agree with at all.
Oh God, Nico, what are you doing?
Oh Jesus!
Oh my goodness.
You
That-
pick it off in the end zone.
Well, the bootleg was correct. It just didn't go anywhere. And
Chase-
Oregon State will take over.
He
Well,
had
streak
Nico right as he turned out of
Yeah.
the boot.
There was
Yeah,
a quick
Nico
window
right
and he
there.
missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on Chase. Again, like I think again the pressure, just like again, this is a
Well,
big issue with like the pressure of not being
and the
able to
drop ball, the drop snap probably threw off the timing of the play
Yeah.
too.
And
Yeah,
it's an interception too, so it's gonna be on the 20.
Yeah, that's going to be on the 20. They're not going to be on the 3.
Oh,
That's an INT. Yeah, he had it
That
before I got it
hurts.
on it. Yeah.
damn it!
So ultimately, same result, but you give up field position.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal results for Cal. That's two touchdown drives that have been taken off.
The field position is really valuable. Like that's a lot of the reason why you should go for it in those
Yeah.
situations,
Right.
Because if you
You're backing
miss,
them up.
they're supposed to have the ball on the 2.
But now it's if we kick, now you'd rather kick a field goal and go for a few kickoff, right?
Yep.
The trade is suboptimal.
All right.
Well, pick 6. Let's do this.
Yeah, it looks like he also had Tonjes on the backside if you wanted to throw backwards. Or not backwards, but like
Off his back foot, like the
off his
opposite
ball.
direction.
across his body, yeah.
Yeah. That's not ill-advisable.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of going in shotgun in that position as well, just because like you're telegraphing pass, unless you're going to run it.
Yeah, unless you want read option there or an RPO, but
Or just a draw. Like Chase is really good at draws.
damn it. Damn
That's
it.
So Oregon State maintains a 14-10 lead.
In
Yeah.
news around the Pac-12, replacement quarterback Chase Griffin for UCLA is 7 for 7 for 49 yards against Oregon. The Bruins only trailing by 3, 17-14 in the second quarter.
Do you know why DTR's out?
I
COVID.
believe COVID. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Contract
I-
tracing.
Yeah, I don't think he had. Yeah, I think he has COVID. It's just someone else did, and he had to stay out.
In fact, UCLA arguably should be winning, but they've fumbled the ball twice.
That's on brand.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, against teams not named us.
How many times did they turn over the ball against us? Just once?
Twice. Well,
Just,
if you the punt block, if you consider that a turnover.
Yeah, Tonjes, you can see on this replay, like just is like, I have it. No one is looking at me.
Yeah, that's an interception.
Only at Bass Pro Shops, King.
So yeah, Cal now has 228 total yards and
That-
10 points. Lovely. Oregon State has 3 first downs.
I'm curious if they gave the Oregon State players training on how to safely hold and operate a chainsaw, or if they just disabled it so it can't run.
The
Oh, it's
chainsaw
disabled.
doesn't have the actual saw.
The chain is not on the
Yeah,
chainsaw.
the actual chain is not on there. Yeah,
So it's not even a saw.
So-
It's just a saw.
it is a chainsaw without the chain, so it is a saw, but it's a saw that doesn't saw. Does that make sense?
I
I mean, you
mean,
could definitely
is
do
it
saw. You just do this.
is it a saw in fact anymore? If it doesn't saw,
Let us.
It's a board that just has a motor attached to it that makes noise.
I mean, it boils down to how do we define a chainsaw, right?
Well-
What is necessary to be a chainsaw?
Well, to be fair,
First,
basically what
define that.
what it basically looks like is a motorized popsicle stick. That's basically what it looks like.
maybe we
I
can
don't
make
know,
ourselves a
these-
turnover popsicle stick in art class.
Yes.
Because you pop the ball away from the ball carrier.
Third down conversions 0-2, Bears 5-8. Like you would think the Bears are winning just from a statistical standpoint, but
2 plays.
like every usual measurable. is there.
Oregon State delay of game, I think. QB.
Yeah, just you know. Oh, that's
No,
not the
it is-
Lysik?
That,
there is
can
a-
that be reviewed?
I
No.
think so. No?
I mean, they could, but Usually coming from the booth.
I mean, a 3rd and 8 versus that's a potential big swing in this game too.
Yeah.
That was a nice quarterback draw. Took his time.
Or I guess it was technically a wildcat play.
So yeah, Cal's playing
That-
straight 3-4 at this point. They have gone back to 2 high safety
Play
look.
action.
Oh, they bit on that hard.
Oh,
Yep.
the nice stick by Chigozie.
Mm-hmm.
Chiggy.
Was that Cam Good that didn't read the handoff?
I think it
play?
was. Yeah, I think it was both Cam Good and was it Brett that was crashing down?
I mean, Brett is in the nose guard. He's always going to crash down.
Gavin asks, does Cal have a turnover gimmick? Which we don't. But what
no.
should it be?
They don't, but and they kind of do under. I know under. What's it?
Nice
Coach Alec-
pressure
Coach-
from the backside. That was good.
Nice.
Like, I'm good, yeah.
Wasn't that Trey Pastor in there in the tackle too? Or was that Tevis? I thought I saw
I think it's
27,
Tevis.
but it was a 47.
27.
If
Yeah,
you just
47.
crash every time, eventually the ball carrier would be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know under Coach Alexander they had like a board where they listed the turnovers for at least for the DBs, and they had like a I don't know if it was like a championship belt, but they had something of that sort, like a thing that they had around. I don't know if there's one like for the team. Like there's no chain or stick that they'll like hand off to the guy as they come back to the sideline. So
No, Wilcox is pretty vocally not for it. But at the Red Box Bowl,
Yeah, we're
Gabby,
good.
yeah. Gabby, yeah. That's what we wanted to see, baby.
I think there should be like a staffer in the back with like hot bear claws, and it's just like you get a snack every time you.
you get like a bear claw, you get you get an actual turnover, a
Yeah,
literal
it's-
turnover.
It's either you
bear
get an
food.
apple turnover or a bear claw, hot from Kingpin Donuts.
Or literal bear food. We could have some Logan berries one time and maybe
Yeah.
some nice salmon the next
Salmon
time
sashimi
around.
on the back. Yeah, you just have a Cam Bynum just pops a salmon sashimi for every interception.
Crummy punt there from Oregon State, so that'll help out.
Hmm
Let's score before the end of the half, boys.
Did we lose rope coach? Yes, we did. Kevin's working for Marchand's foundation now.
Yep.
Who's rope coach?
Kevin Parker.
KP. Yeah,
He was
KP's
a
no longer.
recruiting coordinator, as I recall.
Yeah, but I think Benji's taking that role now.
Recruiting something.
What would be the best Berkeley thing to have for the turnover?
Nobel Prize. Just borrow one from one of our professors. It's just like, here, you can wear
Gavin-
it for the...
Gavin says he likes the literal turnover.
Yeah, Nobel Prize. You get to wear it for while you're on the sideline.
That's
No,
a good
no, no,
question. I need my pastry classification rules here. Is a bear claw considered a type of turnover?
I don't
Or
think
is
so.
there
I don't
just
think
two
it's
separate
isn't it,
things.
I think it's two separate things. Isn't that just a pastry?
Can somebody come up with a recipe for a bear claw turnover? Is that a thing that could exist?
I would assume so. What is the best turnover though? That is the bigger question. Is it a ham
Apple
and
turnover.
cheese? Is it an apple? Is it a pear? Like, what is the best turnover?
It's got to be apple, right?
It's got to be apple. I don't know. I'm a savory guy, so I might roll with the ham and cheese here.
Well, yeah. I always evaluate bakeries by how good their apple turnovers are. That's my benchmark.
I know we weren't paying much attention, but Oregon State's punt was 28 yards. So
Yeah.
Cal
So
started
that's
their own
worse than-
36.
That was a worse punt than what's our punter's name again?
Jameson Shahan.
Shahan, yeah. Punt last. So their defense is finally, what
Looks
two
better now.
one play touchdown drives, and otherwise it's been quick, 3 and out and a 5 and out.
Owen's live tweeting, I think.
Yes.
So since Jefferson's 75-yard touchdown, he's had 5 carries for 7 yards.
Okay.
So we've adjusted pretty well on the run side.
Also of note, the Jameson punt was 24 yards. So I do think that we had it a little worse here.
It's been an interesting game of
24.
special teams so far.
It was a
Yeah, special.
24
It's
yard
been very
punt.
special.
It was a 24 yard punt. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Well.
Oh, 53 is Safel.
Oh, no. Oh, damn
Being
it.
carted off the field. no shoe.
Shoes off, so it looks like it's a leg or foot injury.
Yeah.
That's
No,
bad.
usually if it's a foot injury, they won't take the shoe off.
Might be an ankle.
Yeah. Because they want to keep the pressure on the foot until they get to the x-ray or the hospital, so they
So they-
usually won't take it off.
So the only
So,
starter
yeah, we're
on
in
the field
trouble.
is Matt Tower.
No, Cindric would move to center, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
he's the
starter.
backup center.
Yeah,
Cal's
but
still
right.
getting yards.
I hadn't
only-
even had time to learn the old line, which was the new line, which is now the old line. Jesus Christ.
yeah, so it's Cindric
Oh.
at center, who is heir apparent to Safel anyhow. So
It is the old me that is now the new me that is now
no,
the
it's
old
Briscoe
me.
at center. It's Briscoe at center.
Where'd Leland go? He disappeared.
Yeah, he'll come back.
He's taking a break.
Smart move. Smart
Second
move.
and 5, 4 minutes left. Cal trying to take the lead before halftime.
Oh,
Yes.
how
My
are we
God.
running with literally one starter on OL?
Beaver defense.
Talent,
Good
I tell you,
balance there
talent.
from Dancy.
Yeah,
So it looks like everyone's sealed to one side, and then
Yeah,
Dancy found the
good
open hole.
ball
Good
block.
zone blocks. Yeah,
Yep,
nice
yep.
downfield movement.
hmm
That's pretty impressive. Yeah,
That was Driscoll with the biggest block on that play.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
kudos to him coming in fresh.
good
If you're
technique. I mean,
watching, if you're watching us on Twitter or Periscope, I highly recommend you switch over to our YouTube channel to watch this game along with us. Just because it's easier for us to track you and talk to you. So, and as a flag comes in.
pressure
Ah.
coming. That's going to be PI.
yeah.
Dang, unless Poke just pushed it off, but that looked like clear PI.
It's on the defense.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if it's holding or PI, but it doesn't really matter.
first down for us. Oh,
Look,
yeah.
cameraman's giving me some disorientation here.
Yeah, that's a PI.
About as
Oh, no.
clear as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all knew Oregon State's defense was going to be herpy derpy, but I don't know, man. This is pretty bad for them. Just to in terms
It's
of
Herp
like overall
versus Derp
execution.
in the battle of the Herpy Derpy.
Oh, shotgun, 20 personnel, power. Wow, shotgun. Running
I'm
power
not a
off
fan.
shotgun.
Yeah, we tried to block downfield. It looks like
Yeah.
68 whiffed on his block. 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Yeah.
which one.
I mean,
And
you don't see power runs out of shotgun that often, so that's the
Maybe
key
that's
to-
why.
Yes.
Might be the case.
Yeah, we've had more success, I think, with the zone schemes today. We tried to do some power. It hasn't really worked that well.
Yeah.
Power's really hard unless you have like a really like really physical guard who can like get pressure in the interior. And then
but-
when you're doing it with backups, it's really tough.
Yeah. Well, I think power is easier with backup because it's you. Oh,
Good play up into the ooh.
Yeah.
Very good throw.
Oh,
that was
that's
a
yeah, excellent throw.
Yeah.
Don't get flagged, Kikoa.
No flag, no flag, no flag, no flag.
No flag on the play.
Let's go.
Okay,
Dude.
so we have.
Down,
Let's
California.
go.
That was an appropriate
Let's
amount.
go.
of,
That's a very
good
trash
run.
talk.
That was a good route by Crawford. You got a little separation. Really, just poor like defense by the
Yeah.
Beaver cornerback. He doesn't really
Yeah.
even contest.
He doesn't even turn around or anything. He just runs by. Like
Yeah.
the moment Kakoa turned his head around, he should have turned his, but he just kept running.
Yes.
That was a pitch and catch, easy
Yeah.
play. And Cal
That's
is
a very
over.
nice photo.
And Cal with their backup offense, half of their backup offense is now approaching 300 yards. Total offense in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, a worse throw could have been contested. Like if it's too short, it could have been contested by the Oregon State. If it's too far, might not catch it in field. But that was a very good throw by Chase.
I have
As that
always
touchdown
said,
happened.
Never
I was
run.
always said that Bill Musgrave, he knows how to prepare offensive linemen to contribute immediately. I said it last week. I'm saying it again this week. Love it.
Yes. And as that touchdown happens, final whistle blows in Old Trafford, and United win 1-0 against West Brom to move up in the table, baby.
Congratulations!
Let's go. Let's
Congratulations, you won against West Bromwich.
Go.
So
Let's go.
this is ultimately
did-
not the topic of this stream, but I want to know, Rob, how many points would Manchester United have if you took away penalties?
Sadly, my boy Twanzebe did not play this afternoon, but nonetheless,
Well, don't worry, Rob. The Europa League is within your sights.
So
kiss the badge.
UCLA is leading Oregon 21-17. 3 minutes left in the second.
It's like I always said, UCLA, Pac-12 South favorites, potential Rose Bowl champs. I think we should always take our defeat last week in stride. It was
Yeah.
a clearly superior opponent.
Yes.
That's-
Chase Griffin is 9 for 10 for 100 yards. Demetric Felton 15 for 65. Cal Phillips 1 for 29. Oregon State Tyler Shaw 6 for 11, 122. Wow, Travis Dye 4.4 yard per carry, eight carries for 35, and that's it.
Oregon,
With-
I think we've just noticed that like Oregon's defense has not played to the level we thought they would this year, and I
Yeah.
think losing like their entire secondary has really taken more of an impact than we thought it would, because just puts way more pressure on the front seven to produce.
Which is similar to what we're going through as well, right? They
Yeah.
what
kinda
their
wonder if-
safety was first round defensive back, so
Did UCLA suddenly figure out how to play like pressure front seven defense all of a sudden? Because like it's not something they've done for like literally a year, and now they're shutting down Oregon's run game. They've sacked Shuck 2 times.
It's definitely the $5 PB&Js that Chip Kelly enjoys.
yes.
The $500 each PB&Js.
Oh yes, the magic.
They don't get the processed peanut butter. It's only the natural stuff.
No, it's the second string.
Oh, what a hit!
Yeah,
What
good
a
hit.
hit!
By
Yikes.
51, yeah.
I think
But
that's
it also
26.
some notes here for you. With 5 catches, 93 yards so far this game. Chase, or what's it? Kekoa Crawford, not Chase Crawford. That is an actor. Kekoa Crawford has tied his career high in receptions and set a mark for yards receiving as a Cal Bear,
Oh,
and I believe for his career as well.
yeah. I mean, technically, he's the highest ranked player on the team from recruiting standpoint.
Yes,
I think he would
because
have broken that last year if he had stayed healthy.
I think so too.
Okay.
right.
Pistol.
Let's shut down Jefferson.
Oh, there it is.
And
Oh, there it is.
J.H. has dominated his guy.
Wow.
And he's off for a tackle for
Oh
loss.
yeah, that was a nice play.
That was
Nice
very-
rebound.
rebound performance from Tevis this week.
Yeah.
Disengaged just in time to bring him down. That's textbook.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Fun note: I believe Tevis, like myself, grew up overseas, and but he came back to play high school football here because he was talented enough, and they realized that he could play collegiately.
Mhm.
So they moved back to the States to do so, which I thought was a pretty cool story.
Where was he overseas?
I think he was in Germany, if I'm not mistaken,
Jawohl.
but it might be somewhere else. I think I might be getting guys mixed up. But he was overseas. I know that.
I think Coleman's overseas, maybe. I think
I'm seeing mustaches all over the defense. Do we have some sort of
Oh,
no shave November
Sapo
going
on
on?
crutches.
Sapphire
Yeah.
on crutches is a bad
If
sign.
he's already out there, I'm thinking it's just like a high ankle sprain. I don't think it's,
Which is bad.
which is bad, but it's worse than like a tear.
Yeah. No.
At this point, the key is let's just not have any injuries that will impact their ability to play off season and start next year healthy.
Oh, what a PBU by Woodson.
Nice
pressure,
job by
too.
Woodson.
C.
Yeah.
Woodson. C. Woodson.
And now Oregon
Quick
State's in
pressure
the
with 4
situation they
guys.
don't want to be, third and long.
Brett Johnson. Oh, good swim move.
Yeah, and he look how Brett holds up.
Oof.
He doesn't he doesn't
Yeah.
push him to the ground. He
Yeah.
like holds up and just kind of like bear hugs him and then lets him go.
He didn't even. He just
Yeah.
tapped him like.
Good job not committing a personal foul. That's a good call,
Yep.
Rob.
Yeah, it's good. Discipline. Nickel.
Hashtag analysis.
So yeah, third down at 11.
Zone. Dang, isolate on the slot. So be careful on that. But we should.
Oh yeah, this isn't
And
going
what?
anywhere. Oh no! Oh
And
no!
Oh,
And a face mask by Drayden. So that's going to be a first down for Oregon State.
yeah. We were
Unfortunate.
so close.
That's been
Well-
the story of Cal so far this year, just like shooting themselves in the foot when there's something good seems to be on their way. But yeah, clearly Drayden went to the face.
I don't think that's his fault though. Like he just tried to get
Doesn't
more
matter.
like something onto
Doesn't-
him. But
Doesn't
damn
matter.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
Can't-
it's unfortunate.
Can't go high. I mean, that
Yeah.
play was going nowhere. You just had to push him
Yeah.
out of bounds.
Yeah, and he had help. Like if he couldn't secure
Yeah.
a clean tackle, there were guys there to stop.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
So
Well, they're playing well. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to focus on at the moment.
Which is a nice turn of events from what we witnessed last Sunday.
Yeah, I mean the defense didn't. Good catch. Oregon
Champ.
State was down.
Champ Flemings.
yeah, nice catch in traffic.
He's good, man.
The rush almost got there.
hmm
So Oregon
These
State's going to go
guys-
to the hurry up.
Oh boy.
And nice redemption.
That's
There we go.
yeah. Oh yeah, Drayden. Yep.
Yep, Drayden, baby.
Interception.
Thank goodness
Yep.
for Tristan Gebbia, the man
Yep.
of the overthrow.
There's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag.
Wait, pre or post interception?
We
I
don't
think we're
know.
I think it's blocking the back.
Holding
I don't know when.
Defense-
on
Oh,
number first down
for
from the
who?
spot. Okay, so it's after the play.
Okay, so it's
It was
Okay,
after it was after the interception. I think it was on the run back.
Yeah.
It was a holding call.
so we're watching on the replay. Johnson, yeah, just a bad throw by Gebbia. That one.
that's a
That was high. That was way
Yeah.
high.
that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gebbia had no pressure either. That was like
Yep.
just,
That's just a
Bad.
bad pass.
yeah.
Drayden in the right spot at the right time. I think you could see him and Tattersall playing off each other very well because he knew that Tattersall had the tackle on the tight end if he caught it. So
Yeah.
Drayden just stayed back and waited for either help on the tackle or catch a tip.
Yeah, it's a classic zone pick. It's just like quarterback making a bad read
Yeah.
and bad.
Get that man a bear claw.
Well, Cal has a
So,
chance to really put some ice on it before the first half ends.
And we get the ball back to start
Yep.
the second half.
Cal averaging 8 yards per play, 420 yards plays in this game.
Yeah.
Now, we had issues with Sherman's play calling defensively against UCLA. Do we have any qualms so far in the second half or first
Well,
half?
we gave
I
up
don't
two
know if
50-yard touchdowns.
I don't
Well,
know
I
if
mean, but
really
those-
had
I
qualms
would
with the play calling last week.
Another deep attempt. This one just to no one.
Yeah, no, Clark was not even within the zip code.
When you see the receiver going, what?
Yeah.
Something wrong happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, miscommunication.
Yep.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I mean, it's hard to really put blame on the first play, but yeah, it's just there were two mismatches they took advantage of, and
It was just two big plays, but it seems like they've adjusted.
they've adjusted. They played much better since then. But yes, definitely, there's still qualms. Like, I mean, this defense is not as good as previous defenses.
Trips right.
Oh, good move.
Yeah, very good move.
Uh,
Chase
Chase
again.
and there's a flag.
Yeah, Chase should have thrown that.
Yeah.
Looked like holding on the backside.
It's either holding or man downfield because they might have gotten past the 2-yard marker. It is a
It's a
holding
shame.
call.
Yep.
It's
Well,
a
at
shame
least-
about the holding on the return. That was really
Yeah.
kind of shot the field position bad.
Okay, let's see if Musgrave's gonna go aggressive.
I think you kind of have to.
Well, I mean, you can just run the ball and
Wait, but where's the hold on that? I'm so confused.
no, wait. It's probably doing Chase's scramble.
Was that to the face? No, 2nd and 20, so it's a hold.
Yeah.
Can you
So,
call it a hold if he's leaning on you with just his forearm? Like he's not grabbing you?
Some bad impeding, I think. So if he's like blocking the guy up, it still can be considered a hold.
Okay, 11 personnel, standard shotgun, 4. Oh, okay, screen to Dancy, who makes
Yeah,
7
that's
yards out of it.
Dancy's been making pretty good plays like after contact. I think I'm actually impressed by his elusiveness to make something out of nothing.
Hmm.
He's our best back in open space for sure, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Moore becomes that guy, but
So
Okay.
it's third down and long. Oregon State calls a timeout. I don't know why. I mean, they're not
I think they want the ball back.
I mean,
they're
that's
they're gonna be pinned deep.
you
Anyway,
want
I guess-
Gebbia throwing that ball, baby. You need to put the ball in his hands.
yeah, clearly that's our best offense now. So might as well just punt now.
Go pick six. Pick six.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
that one Gebbia throw is basically just a nice play design. But after that, he hasn't really done much.
Come on.
let's go 5 wide. Let's do this.
Please.
3rd and 14.
Those are some nice numbers from Chase in the first half, though.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah.
better than the UCLA game.
Well, I mean,
Well, anything's
big
better
high
than
pressure.
UCLA again. Nice
Oh!
catch and throw.
Oh, my.
beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Crawford broke 100 yards in the first half, and
He might be our first wide receiver under Wilcox to have over 100 yards in the first half.
That was actually a really nice play design. That was a
Yeah.
little inside spot between the two cornerbacks and the safety.
He ran that route perfectly, too.
Yeah.
Lord.
Now hurry up.
Chase put it in the right spot as well.
Mhm. Right in
Yeah.
stride. Didn't need to reach out anywhere.
okay. so
Perfectly in the numbers. Man.
second down,
That
Tonjes
looks
in
like
the flat.
looks like a setup play with Tonjes.
Yeah.
You might see the same action.
Critical
Um,
2-yard gain.
Yeah. Wonder if they might run something similar and try and get the cornerbacks to bite.
Yeah, or get him moving into the flat and up on the wheel.
Yeah.
Both
Good one.
Tonjes and Moore, I mean Tonjes in this case, has shown the ability to just run deep, like against Ole Miss
Miss.
last year.
2nd and 8.
Oh, no.
Tonjes,
Throw away. Throw away.
yeah.
Just throw
Play
away.
is just broken. The
Yeah,
offensive line doesn't block anyone.
Yeah, just throw
Yeah.
away. Smart move. Good move, Trace.
Trace,
All right. Sorry.
3rd and
Chase.
8.
God.
Trace, you're in. Suit up.
Trace is probably getting ready to go in anyways.
Crawford
those
making
50
up for last week for sure.
Ran those 50 miles to prep for the season.
Once again, if you're watching us on Twitter or Periscope, hop on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/right4cal. You can watch this along on there. It's probably easier to follow along and get in the
Okay.
chats with us. So
Reinwald back.
that.
Oh, 2 back set.
So yeah, just trying to get options.
Nice.
Little
Another
slant pick.
Crawford.
stop the clock, move the chains. Why is the clock stopped?
Is it short?
No, he
No,
was
he made
tackled
that
behind.
first down
He
for
made
sure.
he made the first down.
Yeah, it's a first down. Clock stops. 19 seconds.
No, they called a timeout. Cal called a timeout.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's
They should put some time
no.
back on the clock.
They're gonna
Yeah,
have to
can we
put
yell at him for that?
No,
Oh,
they
the
call-
line was in the wrong spot. The
The yellow
TV put
line's
the
the wrong
line
spot.
2 yards
Short.
off.
So it's
Yeah.
a 4th down.
Oh
He's
my!
still- Yeah, he was probably
It's 4th
short.
and 1.
So
Fox Sports
interesting
1, baby.
position.
Nailed it.
All right, 4th and 1 at midfield. 21 seconds left. You punted. Oregon State's not going to score, but if you go for it,
What's the
probably
yard line? Are we in reasonable field goal range? Would it be like 50?
that's a
Yeah.
55-yard field goal. Definitely.
Yeah,
not a
I don't
position
think
to kick it.
Longhetto has that range.
So yeah, this is
Yeah.
probably go for it territory, and yeah, just to trust your defense. I
You
would
go
not
through-
punt here.
You go prevent defense and just let them run.
I mean, they have 2 timeouts, right? So
Yeah, Beavers still have 2 timeouts, but they are going
Uh-huh.
for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to go for it here. Yeah,
but
don't
you have
punt.
to throw it too, right?
You don't have
No.
to. It's 4th and 1. If you can get the first down, that'll
And
stop
if you
the
miss
clock.
it,
Oh, it stops the clock. Okay. I
It'll
thought-
stop the clock if you get the first down. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, big down here.
Oh.
And wow, that was really easy.
That's the play you wanted at the end zone. That is the
Yeah.
exact play you
Yeah.
wanted at the end zone.
Yeah,
Uh,
use it now. Don't leave it.
spike
Don't
it?
leave it to go. There goes
No, I
Spike
think
with
they're-
5.
Are they
Oh,
going
why
for
did
the
clock-
field goal?
Why did the clock keep on going? That was a first down. There should be 10 seconds back on that
well,
clock.
it might be that Fox Sports has their showing wrong. They already
Oh no,
screwed
I
up
think
the
they're
yellow
reviewing
line.
it.
Yeah, the clock should be reset.
Yeah, they're
There's-
resetting it to
17
17.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. He had the first down. Yeah, clock definitely should be. What is the clock operator in Oregon State doing right now?
No, I'm
No,
not in the
he's-
top one.
We're looking for that Corvallis minute. This game's going to go 61 minutes if it has to.
Okay, 17 seconds.
I got that.
First and 10. Chase,
Classic Pac-12
25
references.
yards. Pass
10
it.
seconds left.
Get out.
Again,
There it
to the
is.
sideline.
Well, they weren't
And-
prepared to.
Yeah, we're going Conjus on the flat now.
I mean, they don't even. We don't have any more timeouts, so
We weren't prepared to snap the ball quickly there. We lost like 4 or 5 seconds just while the clock was running when they said it.
Yeah, that was a misplay by Garber.
One more
It should
quick
be ready to
out.
Go. But
kick
That's
the field
bad,
goal.
bro.
Just kick the field goal. Try it. Who cares? Who cares?
It's 52 yarder before this play, and yeah, gonna be
I'd
stay-
honestly just throw it. I'd actually have more confidence. Well, okay, they're going to kick the field goal.
I mean,
but-
I would think a
It's in his
52-yard
name, long
field
ghetto.
goal would. I feel like a 52-yard field goal is a more likely success than a 35-yard pass attempt.
I mean, Chase
Obviously, there's a downside of a block here, but
Or,
I mean, being a Bills fan, just living through DeAndre Hopkins, I'm kind of biased right now. But
Kyler Murray. I love Chase
All right.
Garbers, but he's not Kyler Murray.
or is he?
And also, I love all of our wide receivers, but they're not
not named
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
But on the flip side, Oregon State's defense, definitely not the Bills' defense.
True.
Fair.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, I mean, well, as long as I'm not gonna jinx it. Well, this could be returned for a touchdown if it's blocked. So let's just wait for this to end, and then we'll talk about the first half.
Brett Johnson is on the field goal block team, or the field goal protection team.
Oh well, that's concerning. He might pancake a dude.
Are we just like out of enough offensive linemen that we're throwing any big body we can get out onto the field?
Basically, yeah. That oof. And
And
It's good.
it's good. Long, get him.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
wow.
We have a kicker capable of hitting 50-yarders.
Well,
What?
I don't know
Man.
how the wind is.
The length was not amazing on it, but it was straight and it
It
and
didn't
clear.
jump.
Yeah,
There's barely any wind. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any wind on the post. So yeah, he has a 50-yard leg.
I mean that's a
Okay.
good looking kick.
Yeah, we haven't had a 50-yard leg since Anderson.
That would have been good from 53.
Yeah.
I mean,
And satisfactory ending to the first half.
Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. As I change the score here.
You know, if they hadn't called that block in the back on that punt, we might be winning this game by daylight.
We still could. There's still an entire half to play.
Well, yeah, that's good news, bad news.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, halftime, folks.
Yeah, I mean that went as
So-
well. That went as well as it could have.
mhm.
Like considering all the circumstances, considering we've lost our starting center for looks like extended period of time, to be in this position is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're down 4 starting offensive linemen, you take a win any way you can get it.
Well, here are
Um,
the stats. If anyone
we
would
show
like
them?
to look. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we can screenshot this and put it up. It's fine.
Okay.
To me, the key stat right now, Gebbia started the game 2 for 2 for 46 yards. Since then, he's been 3 for 7 for 24 yards. So he's averaging like 3.5 yards per pass since that hot start of 2
Mhm.
passes, which is roughly what we expected from him. Like that's exactly
Yeah.
what he put up against Washington.
Yeah.
And now that we're ahead, if we can just not let Jefferson loose, they're going to have a hard time scoring.
Yeah.
Gebbia is just not good enough to score a lot of points in a modern offense.
I think our game plan should be like UCLA. So stay 8 in the box, dare them to throw deep, and stop Jefferson. Sell out to stop Jefferson.
Yeah, and if he beats you, well, you know,
Such as
what
last
you're-
in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, I mean, you can't stop everything, and Gebbia is probably not going to beat you again.
Yeah.
So, quick statistical breakdown. Cal had 13 first downs to Oregon State 6. 317 total yards to 164. 227 passing yards for Garbers, only 70 for Gebbia.
Mhm.
And third down conversions, 6 of 11 for Cal, 1 for 4 for Oregon State.
That's
Yep.
a very good stat. Another good
Ooh.
stat is that we're 10 yards per completion and
Oh,
7 yards per
no.
attempt for UCLA.
Are you
for,
guys watching these
third down.
highlights?
Yes.
Sports-
Yeah.
Oh my God! What a crushing play on the last play of the half.
Amazing.
It
Wow.
beat them
That's
both times.
That's some classic UCLA right there.
The Pac-12 championship might swing on that bizarro play.
Where were you?
Yeah, if any team plays enough games to consider anybody a champ this year.
Oh, another good, stat that will play in is that after 2 halves, we're 21 minutes on offense, and Oregon State is 8.5 minutes on offense. Their defense is playing double what they should be.
Big thing for Cal, 6 penalties for 51 yards.
Uh-huh.
One of them was pretty big, wiped a touchdown off the board. And I think another one ended the drive. So just again, Cal's to clean up that stuff.
Wow.
This right here, though. This
Yep.
right here. Kekoa Crawford, man. 118 yards, 7 receptions, 1 touchdown, along of 44 on 8 targets. That means he only dropped 1.
Yeah.
And the one was the high miss over the top where he kind of looked back and was like, "What are you
No,
doing?"
that was Clark, I think.
Was that Clark?
I think it was Clark, yeah.
Did Kekoa? It was a drop. Regardless, he's been targeted 8
mean-
times. It has 7 receptions. That's
Yeah,
outstanding.
That's good efficiency.
Nobody look at the box score and let's see if anybody can correctly guess how many offensive plays has Oregon State ran in the first half.
Ooh,
22.
total plays.
12?
Total
22, I
12.
think.
12.
12.
That would be crazy.
No, sorry. I'm counting wrong. 19. Wow.
19 offensive plays for Oregon State.
Yikes.
I'm trying to remember like how many snaps Cal would get off in a Sonny Dykes crazy game.
You want to look?
And
You
and
wanna
now
look,
we've just watched a game where Oregon State had 19 snaps and a half.
look at this one, Nick. Look at where the mouse is. What does it say?
Yeah, so there you go. 17 tackles plus 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna look up the box score from the 60 to 59.
I'm
Game
looking
in
it up right now, too. Great minds.
Just to see how many total play, because like we know that there are like 60, 70 pass attempts.
62 rushing attempts and 53 passing attempts. So it's 115 plays for Cal.
See, really,
Now-
what Justin Wilcox and this new generation of Pac-12 coaches has done is they have robbed us of football. We are seeing like 50% less football these days. So, shame on David Shaw, shame on Washington's coaches over the last 2 years, shame on Justin Wilcox, shame on Jonathan Smith. We are being deprived of our right to watch 250 snaps per game. This is an outrage.
So since Cal had 115 plays, how many Washington State had?
They must have had more plays than us because we
Yeah,
had
they
2
did.
drives taken away by kickoff returns. They
Was-
probably ran like 135.
148. 70
Wow.
attempts by Connor Holiday and 78 rushing attempts. Oh, wait, 25. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong.
I
That's
was
on
about
me.
to say.
No, 53 plus 18, that is 71 plays by Cal and 95 plays by Washington State. That's on me.
Okay.
I was reading it wrong.
That sounds right, because I want to say that
Yeah.
there were just a couple games where Cal broke the 100 snap mark. Like I want
Yeah.
to say maybe that Oregon game that went into overtime and maybe Hill Mary, they broke 100 snaps. It's a
Yeah.
crazy game when you get over 100 offensive snaps for a team. But the fact that Oregon State isn't even on pace for 40 tells you something about, how different this conference plays football now.
One of our writers, Drew, here asks, does anyone feel irrationally irritated when playing Oregon State, or is that just me?
Me too.
So when was the last time? So Cal's on pace for 600 yards of total offense. A little trivia question. When was the last time Cal hit 600 yards of total offense in a game?
In
Well,
in a single game?
A single game.
Davis Webb era.
Did they do
Yeah.
it against Arizona State? Because in Jared's last game, I know he broke 500 passing, but I don't know how many rushing yards they had.
Or
680
was-
yards in Jared's last game.
Okay.
what about the overtime or double overtime Arizona game where we lost a couple years ago?
Hit how many yards? 473 yards in
Okay.
a double time game.
Oh, when we won against Oregon, 52-49, 636 Davis Webb era.
Peter is correct. 636 yards in that game. 311 rushing yards against Oregon.
Yep.
Got
That
it.
was Oregon 2016, right? I think.
Got up out of Oregon.
Yeah.
So Drew is correct. Drew knows his Cal trivia.
Well done. Well done, Drew.
Yeah, it was Trey Watson, 150 yards rushing, 50 yards receiving, and Calfani, 148 yards rushing, 19 yards receiving.
Gavin was asking what stat website were we showing.
It's for the media. So
media.
yeah, it's like it's not something we can give out, but we can show you on here.
Wait, show
Does-
what?
The website for stats.
Sometimes if you go to like the official sites, Oregon State
Yeah.
or Cal site, they sometimes have links for anybody to click onto it. I don't know if that's the case with this one.
Yeah, I don't have a login, and I just looked up the website, and it's just there.
Yeah, so Oregon State second quarter, 4 plays, 19 yards punt, 6 plays, 16 yards punt, 4 plays, 29 yards interception.
Yep.
Meanwhile, every Cal drive except for their second one has gone for 60 yards or more.
That's good, right?
Oh, sorry, the last one was 30 yards, but they've scored on every other drive
Yeah.
except for the 4th down conversion failure at the end zone.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. In the Hail Mary game, Arizona snapped the ball 106 times. Can you imagine? We had to watch the Sonny Dykes defense defend 106 different plays.
And we only got 72 snaps in that game.
Yeah, this is the same sport that we watched back in 2014 as we are watching on the field today, technically.
Yeah,
Technically.
yeah, 45 plays for Cal, so on pace for 90 plays. When was the last time Cal hit 90 plays?
That's a good
Okay.
question too. Maybe that Arizona game that went to double overtime, but
Yeah.
regulation would be the question.
Yep, you're correct. 96 plays in Arizona. But yeah, if you want to go to regulation, it would be the final Sonny Dykes game, 102 plays of offense in the 36-10 beatdown.
So to Drew's point, I hate Oregon State because I still remember the 1-11 season. We're playing Oregon State at home, and it was raining, and I was miserable, and there were like 500 people was in the stadium, and I was like, "This is my senior year."
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that game. I think they went up 21-0 in like 7 minutes.
I was just I wasn't even crying. I was just staring dumbly into the field, and I'm just like, probably gonna get sick. But who cares?
Yeah, Oregon State went up 35-3 with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Beavers had 570 yards of offense in that game.
And it's
And
not even
then-
in the Ryan Nall game.
Not even the Ryan Nall game. I mean, since then, Oregon State's only beat Cal twice, I think. Yeah, one, two,
And I saw both
twice.
of them.
Well, so there's last year, then the Nall game,
In the 20s, and then, yeah, those are 2 games.
and then there was
Yeah,
the 7-year stretch where we lost 6 of 7.
Yep. Good old Mike Riley.
Man. Yeah, the last time I saw Cal win in person was the UNC game because it was at North Carolina, so I could fly down quickly. It was actually the first week of when I started working at the IMF, and they're like, "So what are you gonna do with your first paycheck?" I'm flying down to watch football.
Hey, you saw a win. That's a hell of a
Yeah,
way
I
to
saw
spend
it.
your
Yeah,
money.
I know. Yeah.
So Damian Moore getting his first significant action, 6 carries, 25 yards.
Long of 12.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously hasn't like distinguished himself, like, but he's producing at like a really consistent level.
Yeah, me too. That was the last game I saw.
The last
This feels kind of like that Ryan Null game if we had actually made adjustments after we realized that Null was being so effective, and we said, "Hold up, how about we focus on him a little bit?"
So, like, if Null ran for a touchdown on the first play of the game, and then we said, let's not let them do that anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a Cal win over Oregon State that provided like immense satisfaction. The only one I can think of is the 49-7 game. Like every other game, I think we were supposed to win pretty handily.
Satisfaction in the sense of the win, or satisfaction in the game as a whole, because those are two different things under
It's both,
Sonny.
because like Cal is supposed to beat Oregon State just on a talent by talent level basis, or like at the very least compete. And usually the losses have not been of the competitive level.
I was going
In
to
a
say,
sense.
the only win over Oregon State that I recall with any particular fondness was when Aaron Rodgers had his coming out game early in the 2004 season and just blitzed the Beavers. And that was a decent Beavers team. And that was sort of like we have taken the step from good Pac-12 team to like BCS contender level performance game.
And if I remember that score correctly, I think it was also 49-7.
Yep.
Yep, 49-7.
Well, what time is it?
Aaron actually only completed 16 passes in that game.
The game ended in like a quarter.
Yeah, it was 12 for 16, 140 yards. If I remember correctly, I think there were 2 pick sixes.
I think this guy's username is I'm Batman. But he says 2006 Marshawn dances with the cheerleaders. I didn't know that famous GIF was from an Oregon State game, but I guess it is.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I think Marshawn Lynch is the only Cal player to have like 2 like road wins in Corvallis. Like him and is there anyone else in that team in 2004? Was there? I guess Forsett was on that team too.
Yeah.
And maybe Brandon Mebane, Damian Hughes. I guess just like a bunch of those 04, 06 guys.
Yeah, which is like Deshaun Jackson and that whole crew.
Well, that could change today. I mean, if
I was
Chase,
going to say, Deshaun didn't roll into 2000 until 2005. So
yeah, that 2006 game was actually like a lot of fun because I think it was like 41-13, and that game was over like immediately.
Oh, Vanderbilt.
That's actually kind of been the story of Cal Oregon State. Is there have been a handful of close games over the last 20 years, but most of the time, one team or the other kind of dominates the. There aren't a lot of one-score games in recent history of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say rivalry necessarily, but
Chase Lyman, blast from the past. Yeah, Chase Lyman's I think one of the underrated like Cal like great receivers, but unfortunately he broke his leg against USC.
I was going to say he's on the all-time what if he were healthy team.
I mean I think that Cal team would definitely like blasted Southern Mississippi. I don't know if it would have made a difference, but if like Chase and MacArthur were healthy, that team could have definitely. It would have been much more like everyone would have been much angrier about that Texas Cal decision.
Well, and they might have had the firepower to beat Texas Tech in a shootout too.
That too. I mean, yeah, that game was just. I think Robert Jordan was like our first string wide receiver, and he was a true freshman.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2, I think, healthy wide receivers in that game, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Well, damn, Kansas State got shut out. At least.
Well, it's a little past lunchtime. Is anyone getting anything to eat before we dive into the second half?
It's
I have Thai
5:30
basil.
here.
What for you? Yeah.
I have some Thai basil.
Dear Lord, are you single-handedly keeping that place afloat?
Listen, there must always be a Thai basil lady in Berkeley. If there isn't, then the world has gone off its axis, and we can't believe in anything anymore.
Isn't that the reality we are living now?
Look, listen, I have faith in society and the social safety net and the Thai Basil lady. Those are the things that must stay intact by 2021.
Well, I'm gonna get some snacks.
Go for it.
So Cal's defense, I guess, it's still like, I mean, it's mostly from those 2 plays, but it is still 8.6 yards per play given up. So I think, yeah,
Yeah,
looks like
I'm usually
Musgrave has
try
kind of
not to-
adjusted, yeah, but Sermon definitely still some question marks.
I try not to be that like, what if you took out that one play type of a guy? But I'm curious to see what our defensive stats would look like if you take away one 75-yard play.
Right.
That leaves them with about 110 yards of offense on 18 plays. That's pretty
It's normal.
mediocre.
Yeah, if you take away the 35-yard touchdown, which is like only a couple plays later, obviously you can't just take.
mean-
we just subtracted big plays. Everyone
Yeah.
is not going to play well, but yeah, let me see.
I mean, if you subtract the Cal's biggest play and Oregon State's biggest play, it affects Oregon State more, and it shows that on a play-by-play, on average basis, we're doing pretty well on defense and on offense.
Yeah, 75 yards on the first play, and then 89 yards on the remaining 18 plays. So yeah, that would be 4.9 yards per play since then, which is fine.
Anybody want to talk crap about Manchester United?
I mean, you know, if you can like scrap into the Europa League at the last second, that's a big moment, you know.
I know, right?
No, you're talking crap about Arsenal. That's completely different.
Is there something below the Europa League? Is there like a no?
No.
It's either
should
Champions
create a-
League or Europa League, and that's it. Here's a fun
What?
fact: Poland. Last time a Polish team was in the Champions League was 2017, and we lost to Real Madrid 5-0 at home.
Was that
Oh,
Lech
man.
Poznan?
No, it's Legia Warsaw. That's my home
Uh.
team.
John asks, "What's the Cal game plan for the second half?" Yeah, it's a good question. I think you know, we played really well, but I know Oregon State's going to adjust. So Smith's a really good play caller, so there are probably some weaknesses they can exploit. I think the 3-4 has been more effective. No more single high safety. Just play your base and just keep things in front of you.
Keep scoring. Keep
Yeah.
scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, just keep scoring. Just keep on playing balanced.
Score more points in the other team. Like one thing I noticed is that Oregon State's been trying to run at Oren Patu's side, but they haven't been effective.
Right.
One is because Cam Good pursuit is very good in the backside, and two, Oren is holding up his edge, not letting Jefferson, you know, bounce outside and, you know, run for a big gain.
Yeah.
On
If I
offense,
have,
oh sorry, go.
yeah, I was gonna say if I have time to rewatch this game today, which I might not, that would be one thing I'd like to really hone in on the defensive side is what is Patu doing? Just because his ability to contribute this year and maybe next year is probably going to be critical.
Hmm.
And, you know, it's interesting to see what the new guys are doing generally anyway. The one thing I'm worried about in the second half, and what I will be interested to see, is the extent to which they keep the pedal down in terms of passing the ball.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want to see Cal turtle with the lead.
Hmm.
You know, the running game has been good, and we need to keep, you know, a certain level of balance. But you know, I don't want to see first down run, second down run.
Yeah.
You know, the strength of the offense has been Chase's play today and Kokoa's play today. And if we go away from that in attempts to, I don't know, run clock or play conservative or whatever, I will be displeased.
Also, we should note that Oregon State has been a second half team. They've played much better in both of their games this year in the
Rob
second
needs
half.
himself.
Get yourself a
Yeah.
bowl, man.
But yeah, just keep on, just watch out for like Oregon State to like stiffen up a little bit offensively. I mean, I think last week against Washington, like they didn't let Washington score until like the final minutes.
But I don't think they scored either.
They did not score either. Yeah, but the offense
Okay,
Yeah,
Schlegel on the
up.
field.
Of course, Oregon State should have scored. I know they lost. They
Oh, there was the
fourth down
bad
spot that
yeah.
was super controversial. And
And
there's a
we're
couple
in
other drives that got into
power
Washington territory.
Out of 22, 6-yard gain. Not bad. So it's another power run out of 22. It's a very heavy formation there.
72 got a decent seal. Is that Metauer?
I think it's Metauer.
Got a whole new group of offensive line numbers that I need to memorize now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun exercise. Yeah, Metauer.
What, you didn't spend all of fall camp memorizing the numbers for new player names?
We're doing 22
You're
again.
better at that than I am.
Running back power to the other side and tackle for loss by Hamilcar.
Yeah, that was again just a whiff.
Ooh.
That might be the first time we've talked about Hamilcar Rashid.
That's a
Yeah,
good
he's
thing.
been
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah, they've attacked him pretty well. They've been double teaming him quite a bit,
Mhm.
especially having that second tight end help the right tackle. So they've been making a concerted effort to double team him and run plays.
Okay, 3rd and 5. Hi, Cat.
Has to make an appearance at some point.
Okay, shotgun trips right, and another time just out, but it's a slant to Kikoa. That's a nice.
Nice catch,
Mm-hmm.
and Cal will move the chains.
It was a good
They
throw,
love,
too.
Yeah.
That was a
love
good move by
isolating
Crawford.
him.
Yeah, Crawford.
Yeah, goes outside and crosses the guy's face.
I don't think they think anybody on Oregon State can single cover him, so they just isolate him on one side of the field with all the other receivers to the other side, and they've been picking on that all day long.
That was also a little high. That was high from Chase. So nice job by Crawford getting it.
Mhm.
Also giving him a bunch of double move opportunities, which that was
Yeah.
unheard of
Play
under Bill Baldwin.
action. Chase is under pressure and incomplete to Remy Hill.
See, this again another issue of another free rusher.
Mhm.
That was
Garbers
on the running back that time.
Yeah, I think Dancy did not do a good job. If that was Dancy, to really seal or not just
ID the blitz.
get a hand on him at once. So Garbers was moving his body to the left, and
Mhm.
you could see it in the throw.
Okay, trips left. Isolated Kakoa probably up top. That's one-on-one opportunity.
Mm,
And that's a run.
Yeah, I don't like that play call.
yeah, 84, I think, missed his block.
That's
Reinwald.
Reinwald.
And on
Reinwald's
second
supposed
and
to-
10 too. Ugh.
Yeah, so it's gonna lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I don't like that draw play. If you're gonna do it, you just gotta run.
No,
Actually, sorry, that wasn't
60.
84. That was 60. Yeah,
Driscoll.
yeah, Driscoll missed the tackle. Now it's 3rd and long. So yeah, I think this might be. Yeah, the defense is starting to realize they can probably get a little more pressure on the interior line.
Mhm.
But
Chase
this is a
with
tough,
one sleeve.
tough situation for Chase.
Keeping Reinwald.
Oh,
And
God.
that's
Nope.
I mean, that was I like the intention to do the wheel. The problem was that it was too far.
Yeah.
Well, the angle coming out of the wheel too wasn't down the sideline. He was still angling towards the sideline. That's a tough throw to make.
Yeah, it wasn't like a full wheel. It was more of a circle route, where the running back comes out of the backfield.
Mhm.
Was that the running back? Who was that?
It was
It
the
was
running back.
Dancy.
That was
Dancy,
Dancy.
right.
Okay. But it wasn't like a full wheel downfield. It was more
No.
just a.
It just looked like a longer flat. That's kind of what it looked like.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always just say could have been just a very bad route by Dancy too.
Yeah. And Cal can't take advantage of the 2 possessions in a row, so Beavers have a chance to retake the lead.
No,
Oh, that's
we
my
got
boy
a field
Ayo
goal
Sefa.
overtime.
It's my boy Iosefa. I will say, gents, fabulous combination of porridge and potato chips.
Is that your sponsorship for the day?
That is what I'm eating right now, and it is glorious.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
in terms of second half conservatism watch, we just had 2 sets of downs where we went run, pass.
That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to, I think, establish something with Dancy, but I think Beavers adjusted by putting one extra man at the line, and I mean, they've basically been in man-to-man most of the game.
Hmm.
Doesn't look like that's going to change very much.
Yeah, I think we should take advantage of that, but having Kiko on one side and Trips on the other, and
Yeah, one thing is
try-
linebacker. Yeah, one thing is linebackers seem to be shooting the gaps a lot more,
Mhm.
so there'll be opportunities for like crossing routes and attacking with the tight end in the flat. But
Yeah.
at this point, we still are kind of like still trying to attack the corners.
Wouldn't we be also thrilled if this went exactly like last week's Oregon State game and the game just ended 20-14? That would be not stressful at all.
It'd be nice. I mean, it would not be out of like sync for Gebbia to struggle there for a whole quarter. Because I think right now they just have to get the ball moving on the ground again. They've struggled with that, so maybe they move to more of a like multiple tight end sets, more wide receivers, less wide receivers. Sorry. So 20-14 Cal.
Can I just say how terrible the design is on that jacket that Wilcox is wearing? Like,
What's wrong with it?
It's just straight up an Under Armour jacket, and then they just like ironed on a square Cal patch just like onto it. Just
Well, now who do you think ironed that on? Was it Under Armour for us, or did we just do that because
Wow, nice throw.
it wouldn't have had Cal on it otherwise?
that's definitely from Under Armour.
I like the play.
It has to
though.
be from Under Armour. But
Yeah, very good throw. Under pressure from Scott, still got it out.
Yeah, I'm liking the all 22 angles we're getting in this game. Yeah, this will be probably Oregon State's best chance to score. Usually Smith's pretty good, like out of the second half with a good drive.
Incomplete, deep shot, buying him on the coverage.
yeah, for those that are watching the game and don't know, that tight end who just had the catch, that's actually Bill Musgrave's nephew.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently, when the tight end Musgrave was deciding to transfer, Cal was actually on the list too. Cal offered him on the transfer. Okay, pistol look.
And then he realized tight end is a cursed position at Cal and decided, you know what, that's too dangerous.
Yes.
Yep. There's a hold. Where's the hold? It's a clear-cut hold.
All right, 3rd and 8.
What's more cursed at Cal, tight end or nose guard?
Equal.
Yeah.
I would say nose guard because tight end, we've lost, I feel like, an equal number of nose guards and tight ends, but we also just get more tight ends. So at least when we lose tight ends, we have others.
Okay, Trips
Nose guard, we're just
showing a gap pressure from Tattersall. And they should
lots
give
of
him on
stand-up guys
forward.
on the line.
Yeah.
I mean that's good coverage. Just good stick route.
I don't think we had a good call for what Oregon State ended up running because we like showed rushing 6 and then like 2 of those guys dropped into short zones and there was nobody in those short zones, so we basically had 2 useless players on our defense.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of straightforward like comeback routes and hitting the
We
soft
would've been-
spots in the zone.
We would have been better off if those 6 guys all just ran at the quarterback.
Yeah. Are we playing cover 4 or cover 2? I can't tell. Well, now it's
I can't-
covered. Now it's cover 1.
No. I couldn't see the deep end on that.
Yeah. Move back to stretching the defense. So Oregon State is using more of the 3 wide receiver, 4 wide receiver packages.
Hmm.
Good tackle there from Tattersall. That would have been a big gain if he hadn't made that tackle.
Tattersall was sneakily one of the best guys that played in that UCLA game. So
He did, but he was pretty bad at coverage though.
I was going
I
to say he was good against the run for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he was 4 for 4, I think, in coverage.
So the thing with Gebbia getting like these little 10-yard throws is it will like soften up the run game for the Beavers.
Hmm.
So we're seeing a little bit more push now, getting a 3rd and short here.
man, our guys are huffing and puffing.
Which is weird because they haven't played that much.
I was going to say, yeah, they've had
Yeah.
to cover like
This is the
25
most-
snaps.
Yeah, this is the most action they've had on the field. And good tackle by Dang to stop 4th and 1.
Well, this is probably a go for it situation.
I don't know, Oregon State might have some PTSD from last week's 4th down.
Tevis catches and Dang seals it for. We're showing a gap and
Kevin,
yeah, they got
yeah.
it.
We got it.
QB sneak.
Yeah,
They called the play they should have called last week on 4th and 1.
Yeah, they didn't go fast enough. So it is. Yeah, Beavers knocking on the red zone now.
This is the first time they're in the red zone.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you're right. They haven't. No, they're not in the red zone yet. But yeah, you're right. This would be their first red zone trip.
Swing pass outside. Game for 3. Good pursuit. Tattersall and Drayden.
What was that? What's that called again? If they're inside the 30, it's called, what do they call it now? The green zone? Is that what they call it?
Well,
Called something?
if you're a S&P aficionado, you would call inside the 40 a scoring opportunity.
Yep.
Hmm.
Because
That's
it's
fair.
field goal or touchdown, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Bears dropping their defensive backs a little
Yeah.
on the 2nd and 7. Looks like they're trying to prepare for that soft zone. Nice penetration up the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Zionde got that hand on him and delayed him just enough for that help to come down.
Yeah, then Bynum finished it off.
Yep.
Good team defense there. Bears team defense is just like spades better than it was last week. One
Helps
guy
to have
missed-
your yellow.
How much of that is just being able to tackle Oregon State level athletes rather than UCLA level athletes?
Let's not
Yeah.
talk about that. Drayden's showing blitz.
Yeah, he backs off.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we got it. Okay, another 4th down opportunity.
Kick the field goal,
good again.
Jonathan Smith. Kick the
Good
field goal.
pursuit on the backside. Again, this time it's good. Cameron Good unblocked. He's really made a
This is
difference
more
here.
like 2 or 3 yards on 4th down here. That
Yeah.
takes a little bit more
3.
thought.
Yeah, this is an interesting position because, yeah,
The defense still on the field.
it looks like
I
Good
don't-
and Deng. Yeah, Good and Deng have been better at sealing the outsides.
They're kicking the field goal.
I
Yeah,
have
it's a
no
field
idea
goal
if Oregon
attempt.
State has a competent kicker or not.
It's a
And
35
Beavers
yarder.
have cut it to 3.
All
We
right.
had our whole defense on the field still for that field goal attempt.
I mean, might as well play it safe.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
much
Cal,
for
I
the
can't remember the
scoreless
last
half.
time Cal has blocked a field goal. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We blocked a punt for the first time in a while last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, field goal's tougher for us for some reason. I can't remember a Cal block field goal off the top.
Block field goal.
Somebody
seen- When was
pull
the
up
last
the
time
last
Cal-
time from the media guide.
We've seen a lot of blocked or missed field goals against us.
Missed PATs.
Oh yes, we have seen that. Totally. Actually, that PAT might have been partially blocked, but it wasn't counted as a block.
Which one? The Texas one or the Utah one?
The
Or I mean, the
Texas
Washington
one.
State one.
The Washington State one was a field goal, and that was a miss. The Cal one. Oh no, you're right. There was a missed extra point. I forgot. You're right. In 2018. But yeah, I don't think that was blocked. So yeah, it's 2017. Oregon State did a lot of bend. We did a lot of bend, not breaking on that drive. Beavers got a lot of nice short plays, but really didn't threaten downfield. And Cal stays ahead. Hopefully, Bears can turn around and get like a nice scoring drive to offset.
Yeah, we need like an 8-minute scoring drive here. Well, as everyone who is still with us, despite us talking like this, we appreciate all of you. Us talking nonsense here as I eat my chips and my porridge.
Yeah, really coming up with new combinations.
It's not a bad one. I tried jalapeno kettle chips and New England clam chowder a couple of weeks ago, and it was delicious. So I fully support this porridge and chip combo you got going.
It's
Oh my
I think
goodness.
it's the saltiness. It's the saltiness of the chip that just kind of offsets it because the porridge is a little bland. You eat porridge and you got that crunchy salty.
Yeah.
See, Christopher knows.
Yeah, I got you.
He knows. He knows. If Leland was here, he'd say he appreciates it. Because I was eating shrimp chips on our last live stream, and he definitely approved of that. So
Shrimp chips are good.
shrimp chips are
This is some throwback time here.
delicious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gerardo. Happy that you're around for the ride as well. We all need to have Cal fans in our lives since we're not going to be together until next year.
One thing to note here also is Cal basketball actually starts up next week. So we have a lot of things planned, getting ready for that. Nick's getting ready to start writing about Cal basketball all over again.
How many games will we actually play in Cal basketball?
No. Are you kidding me?
What is the flag for, though? That is the question.
That's
Yeah.
what the oh no is
Oh.
for.
It's never
Lock in
on
the
bag.
It's never
What a-
on.
Poor
The
Nico,
defense,
man.
Hopefully
Poor
that
Nico.
flag happened downfield, and at least we get some of the benefit of that return.
That's wow.
Oh, the
That's
R
brutal.
monogrammed flag.
Holding.
What does Nico got to do, man?
Oh,
And that's
right
a clear
there it is
hold.
again. Yeah.
It's gonna be like a 1st and 10 at the 6. And that's not even needed. Like I think Nico would have broke that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Actually, no, you're right.
No, he needed that.
he needed
If he had let him go, he would have probably gotten him.
Damn.
Nico leads the team in yards lost by penalty.
Hell of a tiptoe act.
Oh, you got to be kidding me, man.
Poor Nico.
He'll get
He
one.
is our best. He's our best specialist since what?
Trevor Davis.
Yeah.
Trevor Davis didn't really do anything outside of the Washington State game, though, did he?
But I think it's because he did that. He was a threat. I'd actually want to look up the average starting position for Cal when he was the returner on punts and kickoffs, and just.
I was
going to
say best since Jeremy Ross, maybe.
I mean, hands down, Deshaun was our best ever. But
Yeah.
Javid was a kick returner for a while.
his early years.
Okay. That's Mangum?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Mason Mangum.
First catch for Mason Mangum.
No, wait, no, that's
First-
Monroe Young. That's
Monroe
Monroe
Young.
Young. Yes,
I
that's
was
my
about
boy
to say,
Monroe.
Yeah, no,
if it was
sorry.
Mangum, it would be the first catch for any of the freshmen.
Yeah, I think Mangum's 82. Young was 88, but he moved to 14 at the start of last season.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we see like any of the Cal freshman wide receivers this early and in this
Yeah.
tight a game.
I mean, we're not going to see. There's not many that's left because Jeremiah Hunter was the one that we all suspected might, but
Right.
he's out for the year. So the
Justin
only guy
Baker would be the other one.
Yeah, Justin Baker's probably the other one you leave, and we haven't seen.
And boy, that was a ragged almost first down yard carry.
Looks like he got spun down enough for the yardage.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
And a timeout. Injury. Looks like injured player. Oregon State.
Yep.
Can we get them to measure while they're out there?
So timeout on the field.
Woohoo!
5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, we got a ton of people watching on Twitter and Periscope right now. Once again, I'm going to plug this shamelessly. Hop over to our YouTube channel to watch along with us. That's probably the preferred way to watch it. It's easier for people. That's youtube.com/right for California.
Gavin, yeah, the game is off, I think.
The game is off. They're looking for someone. They're looking for another team to join that multi-team event up in Corvallis next week. So, yeah, I think they're looking for another team. But that multi-team event is still happening. So, at the very least, we'll get to see a game against Northwest.
I was about to say, dude, have we figured out what their mascot is yet? I
Northwest.
assume they're NAIA, but I don't even know.
Northwest. I'm sure if I even Google Northwest, it's just going to give me a direction. Oh, no, it gives me Northwest
Or-
Bank.
Or the Passage.
Yes. Yeah, Pacific Northwest, Northwest Bank, Northwest Community Credit Union, Northwest School, which is a 6 to 12 college preparatory school, Northwest University.
I have found them. They are the Eagles.
Are they in Washington? They are based in... Yeah, they are based in Washington. Are they NAIA? They are NAIA.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like a Reed College.
Yeah, we have started. I'd be interested to see if Cal will actually take some shots downfield because they've kind of gone back to like this very, very safe stretch plays on the outside and just a lot of runs, like you said, Nick, a lot of runs up the middle.
Well, another plug here since everyone's here. Cal plays the big game is played next week on Friday, 1:30 p.m. We will be back here live streaming. I'll probably live stream a little bit from the stadium because I'll be there and show you guys what it's like. 3-0, 0-3, 30.
How about Rashid is into the injury bug?
Oh lordy!
That's a big one.
Yeah. I was trying to answer Gerardo's question as at Cal from 03 to 07.
It is the 4-minute 56 mark and going down when you hear.
We're not
this.
even synced with each other, let alone with everybody in
Oh
chat.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
at
if
the
you want,
5:10 mark.
yeah. So if you want to sync with some of us,
So Oregon State, it was 3rd and 1. Beavers sent everyone, and the Cal just got just enough push to get the first down, just up the middle. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's funny. I think Shaw got, or was that Shaw or Moore? That's
I
Moore.
think it was more, yeah, because it's not number 9.
Yeah, no, it's more again.
And that time, pretty good elusiveness by Moore. There were 2 Beavers on him, and then Moore just bounced a little bit, got some space, and picks up about 6 yards. So Cal's starting to get some progress going on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chris Street was the higher recruit, but to see more out here, that's huge.
Yeah, Moore, I think Street has better upside talent, and Moore is just kind of more balanced in terms of his effectiveness. But yeah, Street definitely has a lot of explosiveness.
And
I'd love to
why
see.
gonna play for some reason?
It's a substitution infraction by Oregon State.
Ah,
Hey, I'll take that.
So
It is
How
a
do you-
5-yard
Automatic
penalty and an
first down.
automatic first down.
yeah.
yeah,
If you're a
Oregon
freshman
State.
running back. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Adam.
go ahead, Nick. Oh no, I'm saying
Okay.
Oregon State is looking like the worst team in the Pac-12. Go ahead.
Like I say, for a freshman running back, probably the most important thing is just the vision to hit the right hole. And
Right.
So maybe Moore has shown that. He did on that last play. That was a nice cut to find the best path through the line.
Yeah, he hasn't been flashy, but he's been very steady.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, on that one, he should have bounced it outside because there was acres of space if he had just cut right back out. But he tried to hit that gap.
Yeah, they was trying to make something happen on the inside, and nothing was.
But they had
available
already,
there.
they had already committed everyone to that inside gap. So if he had bounced it outside, I think he would have had acres to run.
Yeah, I think the play design. The problem is all the linemen were pushing towards the sideline. So if you bounce to the outside, the defensive lineman would have been freed up.
Oh, and another OSU player down.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cal 02, we've got Cal 04 to 08 in the stream. We've got Cal 12.
Simon Sandberg.
Cal 15 to 19. I'm a youngin.
He might be the youngest. No, actually, no, he's not the youngest on our staff, but he is.
Yes.
He is closer to that end.
Yes.
No, Gavin, you're not old blue yet. You watch Cal win a big game, you're not old blue.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, I think anybody at this point who's a Cal fan is an old blue because it means by definition you sat through all, or if not the majority of our 9-game losing streak to Stanford.
Yep.
That right there is enough to qualify you for old blue status.
That's definitely.
First time I've ever seen Cal win. Good pickup, and they can bring 7.
Oh, jeez.
That was an all-out blitz,
Yeah, Chase should have just taken off and run. And I mean,
or thrown it away.
there was nothing to develop on that play.
Is it just me, or has he always looked to step up into the pocket this game, and he has not looked to run outside of the pocket? He's done a lot of that where he's dipped his shoulder and done the NFL quarterback move to get up into the pocket, but I haven't seen him do the thing that he did last year, which is just to look, see nothing, just do the U-turn and then just run out of the pocket.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
he was trying to dip a little bit.
And
Didn't get to find the availability.
Got
Nice screenplay.
yeah.
Nice block. Second nice block.
You got to punt.
Fortunately, Trevon Clark, I think, was that 80?
Mhm.
Yeah, 80 that wasn't able to finish his. If he did, I think the NC would have gotten the first down. So a little unfortunate. The sack kind of ended that drive.
I would say fake punt here, except that we should save any and every single trick we have in the playbook for next Friday.
Yep.
I mean, I would, except, we haven't put this one away, and Oregon State, oh my goodness.
Oh,
That was a yikes.
Yep.
I think they drew that fake where they thought he had already called for a fair catch.
Yeah.
And
if we had went for it,
Yeah.
There's only one player on that play that realized that he hadn't, which is the guy that tried to tackle him to start. And then by that time, everyone else was just oh, okay, just running slowly.
Yeah, it's one special teams tackle missed, and then the Cal defender took out another Cal defender.
Ah.
I'm going to actually have things to write about special teams in this week's column. That's rare.
Wait, well, you had a blocked punt to talk about last week.
Yeah, but that was literally the only thing.
True.
It all went downhill very
This
quick.
time you have multiple touchdown potential returns that were negated.
So Cal has had 2 drives in the second half, 15 plays, 39 yards. So that defense for Oregon State has kind of ramped it back up. 2.6 yards per play, or 3 yards per play.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you the visual representation of our second half offense with a lead under Justin Wilcox, both today and always.
Are you hand drawing this?
No, I'm just looking for something good on my screen.
Okay.
Because I would have loved it if it was a hand drawn GIF. Can you can you draw us a flip book? That is a very good turtle photo.
Yeah, Gerardo Dancy did. Yeah, he had to make cuts on that. I think he's talking about that screenplay.
Mm-hmm. Gerardo also says he was there for that goal line stand against Utah in 2016. Probably the most unlike Sonny Dykes win
Yep.
of his tenure here.
I do remember that.
Poor Gavin. Sorry, man. 10 years. It's a long time. Oof. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what my longest drought was. I skipped the 2013 season, so I didn't really have like a extended period of defeat. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky as a Cal fan. Like, I mean, even the worst seasons where you go like 5-7, like the worst Cal seasons on average are just like 5-7 now, which suck, but are not like all out bad.
Yeah, that's been my entire 10 years as a Cal fan. Hot mediocre.
Nice. It's a good way to put it.
2014.
Yeah, I mean, my first year was
interesting.
the 8-5 Jared Goff year.
Oh, interesting.
And
They're
then-
reviewing where the punt returner was down on the first tackle.
Yeah, 8-5 is a good season to start your.
Oh yeah, 8-5, and then
Nope.
5-7,
5-7,
5-7, and then 7-6, and then
Yeah,
8-5.
cheesable. Yeah, cheesable.
I guess they reviewed it and didn't see it.
That's interesting. It looked like he was down. Nice toss to the outside, but everyone sheds their blocks.
Yeah.
Is that Woodson on the play?
It was 26 and 90, and then 47 from the other side.
Tevis.
You feel like pina coladas.
Rob's cracking open a cold one.
It's a sparkling water, but it is pina colada flavored.
Nice tackle
Yep.
by Hicks coming up.
I thought Avi was talking about my drink.
Oh, ISF was on the field.
ISF got in there too. in the
ISF
backfield.
and Deng. So it looks like Tattersall and ISF are split. Wow, that is a good play by ISF to force Jefferson to cut
Oh,
off.
he is athletic, man. Like
Yeah,
the
was
way
he
he just
playing-
burst in that gap.
Was he playing inside there?
He
Yes, looked
is one of the inside linebackers. Yes.
Third down, and what a catch.
They got it. Yeah. ISF was on a pass rush from the inside linebacker, so Taylor sat in that spot and caught it.
I think ISF is listed on the 2 deep too.
Yeah, he is.
So
Yeah, that was an interesting play where like Taylor caught that pass for the Beavers. Hicks was covering him, but then he handed it off to Deng, and then Deng didn't make the reaction in time because Gebbia just found him at the right moment. And
Yeah.
the third quarter is over. That went by fast.
what?
Yep. Both teams are running the ball, so
Both run play clock on anytime the clock is running.
We waited this long for a game to end this quick.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So Oregon State 64 yards, Cal 34 yards, 8 rushes for 8.1. 8 rushes for 1.1 average, 9 yards. Chase Garbore's 3-for-5, 25 yards.
Yeah, that was a disappointing third quarter for Cal. Like they really
Yeah.
had a chance to put some distance between them and Oregon State, and kind of played it pretty safe. Thought they could have established the run. They haven't really done that all season.
Yep.
And yeah, just not a lot of like deep, like or even intermediate passing plays. This is very much straight in front.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Cal's saving it for later in the season, but I mean, you kind of need to win.
Yeah.
When does Cal play Oregon?
December 5th. It's the week after the big game.
Yeah.
Got
2
it.
weeks.
And we play
Um,
them here at home.
Yeah, and Oregon plays Oregon State next week.
Gotcha. Well,
The-
it is 31-28 in the Oregon UCLA game, but Noel Sewell has been carted off,
Oh,
which is pretty rough.
yeah.
Unfortunately, UCLA is back with the turnover game.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I'm missing this game because that was kind of like one of my favorite, like that Chip Kelly grudge match. But I think, yeah, it's interesting because I think Stanford now with 2 weeks of rest, I don't know how they're going to play next week against Cal. I am encouraged by our performance today that we're not going to like be like too behind the 8 ball. Unfortunately, Stanford has a better like offense, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, too much life going on today.
Yeah, got a lot of that in 2020. Yeah. So let me see if there's any interesting stats to pull up.
Well,
Nothing too interesting actually in that third quarter, so not really much to talk about.
No, lots of like 5-yard plays.
Yeah. Yeah, Beavers had like a pretty nice scoring drive, but again, only resulted in 3 points. So this is basically like the Washington-Oregon State game, Nick. So
Oregon
Kind of
just
similar
scored to
results.
go up 10 on UCLA.
nice. Yeah, Oregon is definitely looking like one of those hot chaos teams where they're like really good, but not good enough to like really separate themselves as like one of the best.
Win every game by 10 points.
I mean, we take
Oh.
that, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Nick,
Oh,
So
someone screwed up in coverage.
so let's see what happened here. It looks
Tight
like
end.
I think that would probably be Dang. Dang was off on the sidelines on a guy that was already covered, vacated
yeah,
in the middle of the
that
field.
Yeah.
that was a mistake. Someone got double covered, and the tight end was just wide open.
come
Queen
on.
Torriano.
But this is
I
a
can
pretty
only
crucial
guess.
sequence.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cal's defense. I mean, like they have not been on the field, and they have just.
That's
I don't know.
exactly what you want on a toss play. Great job. You
Yeah,
want the initial penetration to just get past that first blocker,
Mhm.
Right.
get in and force him deeper outside, and then you're hoping the edge guy just has the
Hold
right
on.
timing and release. Yeah.
That was Drayden. Drayden blew that up. Drayden forced it to
Perfect,
the outside and
perfect.
then right to
Ooh,
Bynum.
that's helmet to helmet on Bynum. He got hit by number 4. Hicks
That didn't-
calling out signal.
Oh, yeah, the way the running back lowered his head into that.
Yeah.
Oh, Bynum's okay.
Yeah. Looks
I
fine.
feel like that should honestly be offensive targeting. Like,
Mhm.
that's no different than a defender lowering his head into a collision.
It usually is. They didn't call it.
Oh my god.
I think in theory it's a call that exists.
Oh, Philly special.
Philly. And Gebbia scores a receiving touchdown. Okay, who started Gebbia in fantasy?
Cameron Good, man.
Who was the
no.
idiot who mentioned the Philly special earlier in our broadcast?
Uh,
It's one of you two. Wasn't me.
No, I think the reason Nick's saying that is because it was Nick.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
My bad.
wow. Again, so I'm not sure what happened there.
I need a replay of the all 22. I need a better angle on that.
What do you mean? What happened? We didn't cover the quarterback. I don't
Yeah.
even blame anybody for it. It's just a good call by Oregon State.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually if we're playing zone, right? So usually
Someone
there
has
should be
to
someone
account
on
for the
right
man.
side. Yeah, someone has to count for like the right zone, and I think all of our defenders just got flushed in.
Yeah. Bit hard.
And that's what we're talking about, like, with losing guys like Ashton or Weaver, like, those kind of guys would be probably like covering those areas if they were here.
Yeah. Or telling guys to enforce discipline.
I mean, if it were Shuck or DTR, I'd be like, yeah, we should have an eyeball on him. But I
You're
can
not expecting
kind of
Gebbia to run.
understand, letting Tristan Gebbia go.
It's the was it the Tom Brady didn't catch in the Super Bowl play.
Oh God.
You don't cover
Well-
Tom Brady out going outside wide out.
I am now confident that we'll do well on this next drive because it's a tradition under Wilcox to shut down the offense until we have to start it back up again.
Yeah, so Oregon State now with 2 scoring drives in the second half. Good field position helped them on this one. Really short field for them to convert. So
Wow.
Beavers now have how many yards of offense in the second half? So Beavers only needed 39 yards on that drive to score. And then a 53-yard drive. So 92 yards of offense for the Beavers. And Oregon State is winning with 12 first downs, 24 points.
I'm confused.
The Cal coaching staff needs to be thinking about this game as like we are going to have probably 3 more decent possessions in this game at the rate everybody's playing.
Yeah, it seems like the offense. I think when we knew that the offense was like missing half their team, like we were expecting a bit of regression, but to see the defense like give up those 2 big plays early was pretty shocking. And you don't have much of a margin for error if you're not going to have enough players on Cal to like kind of make that up.
Rough.
Yeah, agreed, Renee.
We
Totally
agree.
agree.
We have reached a consensus.
Oh, here's the play.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't know if they're
Wow.
going to have an axe handover this year. Very unlikely.
An axe
Interesting.
drop off.
interesting to have Dancy there to fair catch the kickoff rather than the guy who's ran 2 back for a touchdown.
I think because he might be gassed too.
Don't we have 2 back there?
I didn't see.
Yeah, because I think the reason Young was in is because Remigio was gassed from the return.
All right, here we go, boys. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we
let's
go.
do this.
So Cal's back into their shotgun sets. Didn't do
Mhm.
much of that in the third quarter.
Chase is stealing and catch by Tonjes again on the outside.
I mean, Oregon State's giving us cushions, so the Beavers do not like have as much confidence with like
Hmm.
after that first half where like Garbers is throwing deep on them. It seems like they're backing up a lot more.
Be right back. Gonna feed my cat. I actually have to log out and go pick up stuff from downstairs. So have a good game. I'll be watching, but won't be on the stream. Go Bears.
All right.
Later, Peter.
See you later. Rick says we need to return with a Statue of Liberty. Don't know where we do that, but
On the one.
on the
1
one
yard
maybe. Another run up top with Dancy. Saying of a 3rd and short.
Oh boy.
What's our longest gain of the second half? Like 6 yards?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Been pretty inconsistent so far. So 3rd and 2 and oh no.
I mean, we've been consistent in the second half.
So someone was left unblocked. I think that was oh my god, that wasn't even picked up. We had max protect and we got let a free rusher go.
That was I think that was on Nico because Kako was on the outside like trying to push Nico in to get to
Yeah.
shift the block, but he took the wrong point of attack. He took the outside guy instead of the inside.
Yeah, that was someone miscommunicated there. There was supposed to be a pickup there, and that's a 3 and out for Cal.
I don't like some of these formations where we bring the bunch in right on the line, because then you're just pulling the entire defense into the middle with you. And Avi disappeared.
He'll be back.
Okay.
Could be a computer thing. He shall return.
And another not particularly great punt.
There
We
he
got
is.
Avi back.
Yeah, punt. Yeah,
Ugh, God.
Cal's offense kind of hit the place where I thought it would be in the first half, where we're just kind of. It's curious how much we're still trying to run the football. I mean, I'm looking at our running stats. Cal's at 3.4 yards per rush, and really, I mean, we get some nice gains every now and then, but we're not like at the position where we're like getting like explosive run plays right now. So, little
Yeah,
question.
and that makes sense. Like when you have a patchwork offensive line, you might be able to find success play here or there, but you're going to mix in a lot of negative ones, zeros in with that.
Yeah, it's a little too conservative from my approach, at least in terms of Morgan State's still playing their base defense, and they're still playing single coverage. So there are options if we're comfortable with passing.
Yeah, we haven't taken any shots.
Yeah, Cal's still averaging 8 yards per pass. I mean, that's more than capable.
Ugh.
Well, hopefully the defense can step up and get us the ball back without increasing the deficit.
Or a touchdown off a turnover would be nice.
I would be surprised.
It's like a 4 touchdown like anomaly here, right? We gave up 2 big plays to start off the first quarter that resulted in touchdowns, and then we also got 2 of our big play touchdowns wiped off the board because of penalties.
So I'm not. The second touchdown, like obviously that was a legitimate call that really impacted the play. It was kind of a weird play because Nico sort of like had trouble with the ball, so it makes sense that they were sort of right on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to count that as a touchdown, but yeah, the punt return really hurts.
We got a good comment, Avi, if you want to show it on the screen.
Oh, do I have admin?
Yeah, if you log in, you have admin because you. Yeah.
The status selfie of Mitch McConnell. Is that the comment?
Yeah.
Does Crawford have a catch in the second half?
He does. He has 1.
The
Yeah.
very
One
first
catch.
series he got that 3rd and 5 slant for maybe our only first down of the half.
Got it.
We are biting on fakes hard.
Did we establish that the fourth quarter is ours?
Not yet.
It's not looking great. And that, my God, someone got wide open. Yeah, the holes in coverage have been pretty notable this year. Like there's supposed to be a specific area of the flats that's supposed to be guarded, and there's been like wide open space.
Nobody ever seemed to track him on that play at all.
Yeah, it was just not like considered to like be an option.
I'm tending to assume that would be an inside linebacker responsibility, but hard
Yeah.
to say when nobody got near him. That's better.
Yeah, a little better. I noticed that Oregon State's offensive line's getting a little bit more push up front in the second half.
We've been pretty consistent about getting guys slicing into the backfield from somewhere, even if some of our linemen are getting pushed back, like Drayden did on that play.
Good pressure on that side, and whoa! Gebbia, God bless you.
Oh, that was an
Dude.
awful throw. My goodness.
Just one of the worst. One of the worst throws I've seen in quite some time. Elijah Hicks.
That
All over
was-
that one.
I'm going to go ahead and say that was a Cheez-It Bowl type throw.
Yeah, it was.
I'm excited.
mean-
I'm about to see it.
So I'm looking
Wow,
at
you're
the,
well behind.
You're
us.
way
Yeah.
behind any of us.
I refreshed that stream. Wow, he threw it right to Hicks. Hicks was looking right at him. I mean, what was he doing?
Well, like, who was even? I guess he was throwing it to the 16 behind him.
Wait a
16
second.
was covered by a different guy. I don't.
Ethan Saunders was in on that play.
Good old Ethan Saunders.
Who's playing on the defensive line? All right, here we go. We need to score here, boys.
Yeah, really. Do I even need to say 4 down territory?
No, you don't.
I mean,
No, you don't.
maybe.
Maybe. Are you saying maybe not?
It depends where it is.
They're inside the 30. I think you got to go for it regardless.
Well, if you have like a 4th and 10, and
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's different. But
yeah, it really depends on like what the situation is.
if it's within 5, I think you got to go for it. Oh, good. They bid on that one.
2nd and 5.
Ah, yes, lovely.
Look, play action, deep throw. Oh, perfect. It was actually intermediate throw. There was a deep option, but
Well,
Hulk find the
picked-
soft spot.
Yeah, he found a perfect soft spot.
Nice.
That's actually like a classic. Like
Oh,
you
and he
think of
bit.
the old days with Tedford. He loved to those 2 wide receiver splits where max protect, you just get like good spacing on the outsides.
Who's the analyst on this broadcast? He's done a good job with his arrows. And I'm not listening to him, but the arrows have been nice.
Not sure.
That is not Malik McMorris. That is Ethan Saunders.
I will look at that in the timeout.
Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely.
We're on this. Oh, flag. Wow. That was also super unnecessary. That was not going to be caught.
I'm surprised they didn't rule that an unintentional ball. Like,
That was
Just shove him in the back.
one of the derpiest. Why would you even make contact?
I like when they commit the clear penalty and they're like, "Oh, oh."
They're like middle school.
Yeah, Yeah, well, actually, Tonjes just fell down.
Oh, did he?
I mean, he
Yeah,
touched him, and then Tonjes
but
fell down.
he had the hand on the back, and then when he was falling, I think that ref, for his vision, it clearly looks like it's just one of those.
He
things.
kind of cut into his the direction he was going to be running his route. So
Yeah. All right, come on, Bears.
Yeah, 1st and goal, single back formation, tight end to the right side,
It's Damian.
and Damien has nowhere to go. It is interesting because Beavers had 8 in the box, so they again single coverage again for Cal. Cal seems to feel confident they can get like consistent yardage with their backup offensive line against Oregon State's base D, and I'm kind of questioning that just in terms of like overall results.
Meanwhile, your best wide receiver has been dominating against single coverage all game long. Just run a slant to Kakoa. Come on.
Yeah, you got Crawford on the outside. You got
Oh,
Hulk on the other side. 2nd down and goal.
but
This is a rule. This is a rollout and a little out, but a trip.
now is that an offensive or a defensive?
I think. Yeah, I'm looking at Remigio, who was, I think the flag is on. That's a holding on the defense, or if not PI.
All
Oh,
right,
no,
so we get in a fresh set of downs. I'll take it.
No, they're not.
Oh, wait, what was it?
They picked up the flag.
I
They said there's no foul on the play.
don't get it.
This is when we get hurt for not listening to the broadcast.
That was definitely.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please. Please. That's a flag. And there it is.
Um,
Are we running the all PI offense successfully on this drive?
Yep.
Yeah, Beavers have stopped playing defense, and they're just in the matter of holding Cal wide receivers at this point. That's the 4th penalty, or almost penalty on this drive.
Pretty easy one to call too.
That's a super easy one to call.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what? You know why it's easier too? The guy's wearing a bright orange glove on a white jersey, like of your opponent. Like wherever you place your hands,
Oh,
A
yeah,
ref
he got him
is
by the
seeing
collar.
that.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, again, these are uncatchable footballs too. This is the second ball in a row that was a PI that the wide receiver was not going to catch.
I think he could have made a play on that one if he hadn't had his collar dragged.
Yeah, I could have made it. Blue leg? No. That was.
we are very adamant about running the bootleg here. Like
I'm
we,
not
I mean,
I
Gerardo
are
called
trying
it.
hard.
No, Gerardo called the bootleg. Did not
we're
happen.
trying real hard.
I like bootlegs as a concept, but I'm not thrilled with it when we're running it to the short side of the field.
No, a bootleg is great when you're running Madden 07 with Michael Vick. That is when you run the bootleg, because then you just take off if there's no deep ball to throw.
Second and goal now. Again, everyone
Yeah!
on the line of scrimmage. And ooh. Good old tight end to the flat.
Come on.
Is it time to sing fight?
Almost.
There we go.
Christopher, you might just need to refresh your stream.
Yo, Gerardo, are you like mind melding this game? A late leak out from the Titans. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I've tried
Nicely done.
refreshing. I'm just gonna perpetually be behind, and that's fine.
Now you know what the impending doom holds.
Yeah, it definitely like makes it easier on the heart.
There's a shoe on the field.
There's a shoe on the field?
Well, on the replay, somebody lost a shoe.
Well, turnovers
The shoe
lead
is
to
out on
great
the
field
field.
position. Great field position leads to PI calls. PI calls lead to end zone PI calls. End zone PI calls finally lead to touchdowns.
The goal to go offense has been quite brutal.
Yeah, it hasn't been ideal.
Yeah, this has been a really ragged second half. Like Cal mistake turned into an Oregon State touchdown on special teams. Oregon State mistake turned into a Cal touchdown on offense. So really can't really put this up to like great play calling or any sort of high execution that we wanted to like see from the Bears this week.
It's pandemic football, baby.
Yeah.
Don't catch the fever. Ideally.
What is it?
That's true, Gavin. Geraldo might have the TV.
Chase Garbers, 23 of 34, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, QB rating of 158.1. On the flip side, Tyjon Lindsey, 1 of 1, 8 yards, 1 touchdown with a QB rating of 497.
Well done.
I think Gebbia had a rating of like in the 700s at some point where he was 1 of 1 for 35 yards.
He is now 12 of 18 with a quarterback rating of 131 with 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I did not know this, but apparently Oregon State has a receiver whose last name has the word quit in it.
That can't be good.
Great pick, but LMAO, that's a contender for the top 10 worst passes I've ever seen. Yep.
It was really bad. I am trying to think of like a worse pass I've seen that was not made by Brandon McElwain.
Or in the Cheez-It Bowl.
What a day that was.
The Cheez-It Bowl. Oh.
What a day in Phoenix that was, gents. What an absolute day.
It was an absolute pleasure and delight to be right in front of that end zone to watch TCU ice their own kicker.
Will we ever see again a game in which 2 different illegal throws are intercepted?
Oh, I think Wilcox can bring it out of someone. I think it's definitely in the cards.
Is that someone the opposing quarterback or our own quarterback?
Can be both.
Yeah.
Why not both? We saw last week. We just have to combine what happened last week with a better defense, and we'll get right where we want to.
All right. Let's send this ball out of the end zone.
It's great comment, Batman.
Or a low line drive that the guy fumbles. That works too. And we just have to tackle him.
Would you like to see some PBC?
That was not great.
I need Chase to throw one more touchdown.
I need Cal to get the ball back.
Yeah. That first.
Now here's the good thing. Gebbia has to throw the football now. 7.5 minutes left. He needs to engineer.
No, I don't think so. You're only down. You're only down 3.
If Oregon State says to themselves, "This is our drive," they don't have to. They can run the ball the entire time. But by if they play things slow and run it a lot, they might be costing themselves a second chance at trying to win this game. And they might be so limited that they say that's fine. Put all their eggs into this one drive's basket. But if Cal did that, it would piss me off.
Well, they're trying to aim deep and
No.
almost a big defensive play, but Gebbia escapes.
Oh, that moment is lovely. That moment where what's it? I think it's Tevis. He gives him a little tap on the head to Gebbia as he walks behind him.
Both good and Johnson had like opportunities. Good got him first, and then Johnson. I think it's interesting if like only one of them had got in there, it might have been a sack.
We send 4. Everyone drops into coverage. Yes.
I'm assuming that's not something bad.
Yes.
Another off interception.
The tackle for loss.
There we go. Is that the first sack of the game for the Bears?
That is the first sack of the game.
So and this I think is like this is the defense that Cal wants to play most of the year, which is up. They want to have the lead and they want the other team to be throwing.
Yeah. Send 4, and 4 is enough to get the pressure, and that's pretty much it.
So crucial third down here. Bears got to stop, and I won't say they're in the driver's seat, but they're in good shape. 3rd and 12.
Wait, are you at the like 7:18 mark?
I'm at the
7:10 mark.
Okay, I found a stream.
This time we sent 5, and it's incomplete.
Wow, what a beauty!
Better.
And that time it was Cameron Good. Like he was a terror on the out. No, it was 48.
Patu.
Patu again.
That's my boy Patu.
Patu making some plays.
Let's go.
That was nice.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Brett also had some pressure as well.
Warren. My man.
That was the best defensive sequence for Cal this year. Just all out havoc.
That might be a flag.
On Cal?
No, on Oregon State.
What happened?
And you'll see.
Illegal interference with the.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, he had that. Oh
wow,
good job, Cal, recovering it anyway.
Yeah, that was nearly a disaster. That was a mistake by Nico.
Thank God for Cam Good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, heads up.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Did you see how high Cam Good jumped?
That was impressive.
Would have been a lot of controversy there if Oregon State had recovered, how the refs would have ruled that. They got bailed out by Good recovering it for not having to make a decision.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, Cam Good. What a drive for Cam. Like ends that drive on defense and then the special teams recovery. Now, Nick, do you think Wilcox is going to turtle?
Yes.
100%.
As we call a first down draw.
Classic.
Oh, we're just gonna keep running, aren't we? And we're gonna have to give the ball back up because we're just gonna keep running.
And it would take a really impressive drive to run this clock out here. Like they need to be approaching this with the mentality that we are going to end the game with a score.
Yeah, I mean they run it again, and the Bears are going to have a 3rd and long.
Oh God. Yep.
So
why?
I'm going to look up a different picture of a turtle.
I'm telling you, Nick, you have plenty of time to hand draw a turtle at this point.
Yeah, but no talent to hand draw a turtle. Cal offense, baby, with the lead.
You got to Photoshop like a football right next to it.
or a headset on the turtle.
Oh yeah.
That too.
Oh,
3rd and 8. Garbers. Is that picked? No. Nearly picked.
Oh, but someone's hurt.
He really went for the pick and hit the turf. Oof, that looked heavy to the ground.
Well, we managed to run a solid minute and a half off the clock, so
Yeah,
if
that was
that
one.
much.
That was just really disappointing. I really thought we were over this habit of like
I
playing.
didn't.
That pass wouldn't have even gone to first down.
Yeah,
He was like 4 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no reward there.
where's Moore? He seemed like our best running back in the first half.
Oh god.
I mean, he played most of the third quarter, and wow.
Oh well.
Oh, Jesus. And that's why you try to score when you have a 3-point lead.
That's
That was
that's
amazing.
rough.
And that was who was supposed to block him? That was
That's Schlegel.
Schlegel. You're a fullback.
Oh,
Your job
my.
is to block.
Well, so
How do you
they-
miss the guy?
we gave up a block when they got one guy on a 3-person shield. Like what? I also wonder if some of that's not on Sheehan because the protection on the shield rolled to the side, and Sheehan
he should have
didn't
rolled
roll
with
the
him.
protection.
Yeah.
So something was off there. Like that should never happen. One guy attacking a 3-man shield and he blocks the punt. That's a disaster. Like they weren't even trying to block it, really.
All right, we just need to just get a stop, man. Just get the stop. I mean, turnover would be great, but just get
Outside of the field goal, a pretty brutal performance by the special teams. Beavers do get a lot of yards on first down. 2nd and 4.
Well, there's going to be plenty of time for us to score when they end this drive, however it ends.
Potentially. And 1st and goal for the Beavers.
damn it.
From the 1.
What's the chances of us stopping this?
I mean, I don't know, man. At this point, I think Cal fans have to bunker down at this point.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Practice.
the first down sneak for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. So Cal now 2 special teams mistakes in the second half lead to 14 points. Just really unfortunate. Like the Bears defense, I think. I mean, other than like giving up a couple plays in that last touchdown drive, can't really ask more for them. But now Oregon State has a total of 31 points on 14 first downs.
All right. One last bathroom visit, and then we're bringing this home.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna bathroom it real quick too.
So yeah, also Cal winning the time of possession battle, 35 minutes to 21. But does not really matter if you give up 14 points off special teams mistakes and 2 touchdowns off of big plays.
Truly unfortunate. Oh.
Yeah, just pretty tough sledding there for Cal. I mean, they have basically outplayed Oregon State snap to snap, but they turtled in the second half. Their offense has not really produced outside of getting like a really beneficial drive on the Elijah Hicks pick. So yeah, I mean, it's partly on Oregon State, just like taking advantage of mistakes. 2 big plays on offense, 2 big special teams plays. Cal has 1 big play, better offensive consistency. But yeah, in college football, if you give up 4 like really like random big plays, then that can kind of just turn things around. More Mitch McConnell comments. Went to Kentucky and told him to miss the block, which I like this. This is some new conspiracies we should get going.
Do you think we should run on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down on our next drive, or just 1st and 2nd down?
I mean, we're throwing now. Well, here's Gerardo. We'll talk to finally unleash the offense.
Yeah, it honestly, like, I think the most likely scenario in this drive is that we throw our way down the field and score. And if we do that, I'll be happy because it means we'll probably win the game. But there will be a part of me that'll be like deeply annoyed because we could have done that at any point in the second half to avoid this problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly self-inflicted at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Cal has basically outplayed Oregon State for most of this game, but big plays make the difference. This is basically like that Cal Utah game from like a couple of years back, where Cal just made 4 big plays and didn't do much the rest of the game, but held on. Well, 4 times the charm, Nico.
Trips up.
This day sucks.
Manchester United won.
It's not enough. I need more.
I mean, there really isn't that much to analyze, I think.
No.
Cal's offense too conservative in the second half. Not sure why they're sitting on like a 3-point lead. They did that a couple of times.
And at a certain point, you have to assume it doesn't have anything to do with the offensive coordinator, and it's about what the head coach wants the team to do.
Right.
All right.
Why?
There's Crawford.
Wilcox.
Okay.
Wow, a 1st down pass for 10 yards. What a concept.
To Crawford of all people too.
Nice throw again by
I'm
Chase.
going to tamp down my sarcasm and just root for the team to win. Come on, Bears.
Wait, what a second.
Nice play again.
Another 1st down pass for 1st down? Say
Wow.
Nice cut there, too.
All right.
Who was that? Oh, Dancy. Yeah, that makes
Nick.
sense. He's the best in the open field.
Nick, do you have a button that calls to the headsets of the coaches out in Corvallis?
But it's such a thing, though. Like, this was exactly what happened against Stanford last year in the big game. There have been other games like the North Texas game, our game against UNC, where we get a lead and we just don't do anything once we have that lead. It happened against Ole Miss when we let Ole Miss back in the game. It's been a consistent feature of the Wilcox era. And why they think that these leads are safe is, I don't think they think that. I don't know what they're trying to do. It drives me mad.
And the run up the middle, that's going to take some time off the clock. We're going to hit under 3 minutes. Saying a 3rd and short.
Oh boy, we're gonna try and squeak this out like real close, aren't we?
I mean, this is basically a 2-down situation. Another run, 1st down.
Lovely.
And Dancy, nice bounce out to the middle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with approaching this drive as it's our only chance and we have to score here. Let's not leave any time on the clock for Oregon State to do anything, because I don't think we have time to get a second possession out of this.
No, and run down the field. We're not as explosive. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oof. Nice escape by Chase. And he's just going to get some yards. Run, stop the clock.
5-yard gain. Let's go, baby.
Like, with 3 timeouts and more than 2 minutes on the clock, the clock is irrelevant, except to the extent that we can eliminate time for Oregon State to counter us if we score.
Yeah, deep struggle for the right tackle there. Just been a lot of issues, I think, on the right side that we're going to have to figure out some things next week against Stanford too.
It's been a while since anybody other than Curran has played right tackle. That's been the one consistent spot on the line that's been held by one guy for multiple years now.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for I think it's Brandon Mello. Nice play again. It's been pitch and catch with these one-on-ones. Again, this is why I was like so confused as to why Cal just sat back and
Yeah, we did it
in that third quarter.
We did it throughout the first half, and then we just stopped trying.
Yeah. And now we're under 2 minutes left, and the clock operator is messing up again. Like, the clock should not be running.
We're calling this play. I like it.
Why is the clock running?
I think it does. The clock doesn't stop after first downs until after 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it's after 2 minutes now.
But it started. The play clock started before 2 minutes.
Okay. Garbers has to go out of bounds. I should have thrown it away. We lost some yards there. Second down now.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's a bullet. Yeah. Because interestingly, we had max protect again, but we couldn't stop the blocking.
I don't have a good feeling, guys.
Yeah, the right tackle again.
Batman, a floppy Great Dane that can't run yet. Interesting. Gavin, yep. We are being distracted for sure. This has been an entertaining game. Definitely better than last week.
True.
Good option.
Oh.
And Garbers overthrows.
Oh,
Nice
my God.
play.
Oh, what a shame.
Adam.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good play. And just, Poke had a straight dig. There was no way that was going to be defended.
Oof.
So now, big third down here. And 30 left. Bears do have all 3 timeouts, so even if
I mean, this is it's 4 down territory anyway, so
it's 4 down territory. This will not be over though if Cal doesn't convert. 3rd and 12. This is a little pitch to the outside to Tonjes. Shuts up 4th and short. Cal will go for it.
of course. Oh man.
That would have been a great play on second down.
Yeah, 4th and 5. I'd watch for Garbers maybe to run here.
As a designed play or as a...
Yeah, either or. You got an empty set. You got a spread defense. It looks like
Come on, Bears.
interesting. So they have running back set up. Yep, no options, no options, no options. This play, oh no. Oh, flag.
There's multiple flags.
It's picked. No, it's incomplete, but what's the flag?
That's PI or holding.
That's got to be a downfield holding.
Oh, no, no. Oregon State defender tripped up a Cal defender. So this
Yeah.
ball, this is going to be first down for Cal.
Holding.
Thank God.
Yeah, like a Beaver defender again, just ran over, I think, the slot. I think it was Nico. And yeah, that's just an easy call. First down for Cal.
When you see flags like that downfield, it's just you just assume that it's going to be
It's
something like
downfield
that.
holding.
Yeah, definitely a hold. And it's, yeah, I think it was Nico. Yeah, Nico got held.
No, it was Monroe Young. It was
Oh,
Monroe,
Monroe
Young.
Young.
Yeah.
Good old Monroe Young.
It might have been both of them. I mean, there were multiple flags.
There were 2 flags, but it was in the same area. I think they
but
both saw the same thing.
Yeah, Monroe getting taken down was more blatant.
Yeah, there's a bunch of just bad defense. And Oregon State's defense, showing who they are in this last couple of drives. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh boy.
You got to be kidding me, man.
What, did we turn it over? Oh, Jesus.
Again, and guess what? It's again a free rusher off the edge.
And that's
Disrupt
why
Chase's grow.
you don't go into a shell for an entire half of football, because you might need those points later in the game.
Yeah, this is frustrating. Again, just a free rusher. Cal's not picked that up all game. And just an unforced error for Cal. And really frustrating there. Bears do still have all 3 timeouts. So it's not over, but they're going to only get the ball back with probably like 40 seconds left if they can stop it here.
You're also assuming that the Bears actually can get stops.
True.
I mean, Oregon State will run it 3 times, and we will know that. So a stop is fairly likely. Whether or not we do anything if we pull that off,
unless that happens.
And a run up the middle, and that should do it.
Oh, it went for 10 yards?
It went for
15
like
yards.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're not going to tease us with.
Bears will get, Bears, I think, I mean,
They could still get the ball back.
they could still get the ball back, but they're only going to be like 15 seconds left. So that's pretty much game.
We lost to Tristan Gebbia because Gebbia had 1 good quarter.
Not even one good throw.
We lost. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown, 1 touchdown reception for Tristan Gebbia. Brutal. That's a brutal loss.
You know what? And our offensive line didn't even play that badly considering we lost 3 guys.
No, Cal offense is fine. They got 27 points. They just stopped themselves.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
And
Oh my
now it's game. Oh, wow.
This is just embarrassing.
All right. That's brutal.
That's just embarrassing, man. It's like genuinely that's
Whatever.
embarrassing.
I mean, the defense gave up. They were just like, what more can we do?
What an idiot. He went out of bounds. Now we have a chance again. Cal still has all 3 timeouts.
Cal still has all 3 timeouts. They
So
can
it's
still
not
get the
over
ball
yet.
back. They can still get the ball back.
All right, well, maybe they'll do something stupid. I've seen stupider things happen this year.
It's time for a bad snap.
That's all you need.
Yeah, good job by Angus. Like, I know there's been a lot of criticism about Angus, but the offensive line did play well with a bunch of backups for the most part. But yeah, just really hard to win when, what? I don't know what just happened there, but
And
so Cal's going to go into the big game 0-2, most likely.
The battle for the bottom of the Pac-12 North. Catch it
Yep.
on Black Friday, baby.
man, blitz pickup has been atrocious today.
I mean, that's kind of what you expect with a backup O-line. Just not going to be the communication there. Usually the center is the one who's like communicating blitz is coming this way, and then obviously with Saffold being out, that is no longer going to be easy to do.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think we can get the ball back.
Yeah.
No, Cal burned a timeout earlier, so yeah, that should be it. Yeah, so Jamar Jefferson, that's going to be the most deceptive 200-yard rushing game because he had like 75 to start the game and now 75 here. So it's like he had 50 yards for like the 57 minutes of the game.
Well, that's not going to be a fun podcast to record for sure.
He was 16 rushes, 56 yards. Wow.
Man, our defense has issues, man.
Game over.
Big
I mean,
issues.
the defense played well outside of the first like couple of drives. I mean, they definitely made some mistakes, but
So
it was
Oregon
special
State-
teams. Special teams burned.
Yeah, Oregon State had 2 touchdown drives that were like less than 25 yards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have before this drive they had I think 14 first downs.
It would have been nice if, they had been able to hold them to field goals on either of those drives, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of little things you can point to that cost you a win when you lose by 4 points. And my job tonight will be pointing out every single one of them in a column that nobody will want to read on Monday. Hooray.
Well, like I said before the season, take everything that happens this year with a grain of salt. Cal had to play with a unit that they were not prepared to play with against UCLA. And today against Oregon State, they played with like half their offense. I mean, we are not playing under normal circumstances. It sucks to be 0-2, but I'm pretty nonplussed about it. It's just...
It's not I mean, it's an 0-2 on the thing, but it's like, is it a real 0-2 if this was a regular season? I don't think so.
I mean, this is... I said... I mean...
It sucks to lose for sure, but I mean...
7 weeks of exhibitions. That's what we got.
I mean,
well, except for next week.
When you lose by 4, like I said, there are so many things you can point to that might have swung the game, and having 3 starting offensive linemen might have been that thing that swings one failed drive into a scoring drive and we win.
Yeah.
I think a more concerning question is, why are we in the position to be playing a swing game against Oregon State? You know, like, I think we all thought prior to the season that we would hopefully be in that position if things went well, but things are not going well, quite clearly. So here we are playing swing games against Oregon State.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just hard to assess, just because I don't know like how much time Oregon State had. Oh, if you guys want to watch UCLA, Oregon's going down to the wire. But Oregon State, like, I think it's just hard because, like, I don't think Cal knew until like a few minutes before the game started that they were going to be playing the guys they were going to be playing, and they adapted. But you know, losing Braxton on defense probably caused some of those mistakes on defense to start, and then on the other side, you know, not much you can think more about why we turtled in the third quarter and didn't really make an effort to score.
So UCLA has the ball down 3 with a minute left.
Yeah.
Wow.
This has been a fun game.
I wish we had watched it.
Yeah, but again, the special team, we have a bunch of questions coming in. We should probably answer some of them. Tip passes the last 2 weeks. How much of that is O-line versus Garber's throw trajectory?
I'm going to blame it on O-line play.
Yeah, I tend to see tipped passes as largely random events that are hard to plan and prep for. But it's all, you know, they're more likely when the offensive line is overwhelmed, confused, inexperienced, all things that are probably happening right now.
Shaitan asked, it's Musgrave who's responsible for the play calling. Wilcox does more of the defensive stuff.
Kind of, not really. I think most of the individual play calls is Musgrave, but the overarching, like, we're going for it on 4th down, or I want us to pass more, or I want us to run more, like I want us to run the clock more. Those types of decisions are made by Wilcox. So it's that, like, what
this is
what
always
first.
They won't. I doubt that you'd ever get a straight answer out of the coaches about this sort of thing. But the way I've always sort of approached it is, we know what kind of a offensive coach, for example, Bo Baldwin was. Ooh, UCLA almost converts, but not quite. Oregon wins. We know how Bo Baldwin coached at Eastern Washington, and we saw how he coached at Cal. I don't think that there's any doubt in my mind that Justin Wilcox's philosophy as a coach had some level of impact on how Bo Baldwin prepared for and ran his offense in game. And it's different than how he would have done it if he were in charge. Different doesn't necessarily mean better or worse, but we have a now 3 years plus pattern of Cal sitting on leads and not trying to expand leads and getting burned for it at times. And I don't think that's necessarily on Musgrave.
I will say Musgrave does kind of bring that concept where, you know, NFL coaches, when they take leads, usually get more conservative.
Yeah, I'd have to review his what he did in the pros to really know more about what Musgrave wants to do, but I don't think that what we saw today was what Musgrave wants to do, it's also what Justin Wilcox wants to do.
Yeah. Some questions about why Garbers wasn't put into more run plays for the game. I think they don't want to like use Chase as like a primary option to run the football, just because he's gotten injured twice doing that. So it's like if they felt more confident in his ability to scramble and produce like in the run game, then they probably would do it a little bit more. But I think they also want to be cognizant of the fact that the offense will fall off a cliff if he gets hurt. Should we expect the same offensive line starters to be out for the big game as well? That my suspicion is yes. If they are in quarantine, that's a 2-week mandatory
And Safel's out
timeout.
too.
And Safel being out, probably he will not be available either. So I would imagine the offensive line you saw today will be the offensive line you'll see against Stanford.
Yeah.
Now,
Geez.
are we rooting for the big game to be played, or are we rooting for COVID cancellation at this point?
I mean,
We're rooting for it to be played if we win. We're rooting for cancellation.
Keep the X. Keep the X by default. By default.
oh my God. Most improved player from last week. Cam Good played really well.
Chase played really
Kakoa?
well today.
Oh yeah, Chase. Sorry, it was obviously Chase.
Kakoa
Yeah.
played real well today.
Yeah, Kakoa.
I would shout out J.H. Tevis. He had a couple nice plays.
Orrin Patu. We said his name a couple times.
Yeah, it looks like any other questions? They're big. Yeah, everyone is rooting for COVID right now. Okay. Always knew COVID would get the fans it wanted this year. But
Well, really, this is just we want to root for a winner, and there's no bigger winner in this country than the COVID virus.
yeah, COVID is just landing on top of the power rankings right
Dominating this country right now.
now. Nick, yeah, I love how the lower right-hand corner guy is drinking beer while watching
We won't discuss what the liquid actually was.
and does not expect Cal to win. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else? Looks like that is the majority of questions. Yeah. Final thoughts before we wrap up?
Well, there's another question that popped in.
Do you have a better feel for what the offense is going to look like? Yeah, I mean, the offense looked better when it tried.
This run, play action, bootleg.
To me, like, it was already clear from what we saw last year that the strength of this team is Chase Garbers and his wide receivers. Like, those are the players that are average to above average for their position in the Pac-12. The offensive line is comparatively a weakness. And so it drives me insane when we spend time running the ball a healthy percentage of the time when we just don't do that well and not focusing on getting the ball to our wide receivers so they can make plays. When we actually got the ball to the wide receivers today, we moved the ball. When we ran on first and second down, we didn't. Hopefully Musgrave learns and leans on the strengths of our personnel and not the weaknesses. I don't have any real sense of whether or not that'll be figured out in an effective way.
Sorry, go ahead, Rob.
No, I would just say that the team didn't really have a spring ball to install this offense. They didn't really have they had literally a month of fall camp to install this offense. So I would say I would probably judge this offense by what it looks like at the end of this 6-game stretch than in its first 2 games. And if it looks the same by the end of it as it does in week 1 or week 2, then I think there could be concerns that it's uninspired or doesn't look, good enough to score points at the Pac-12 level. But until then, I think it's still a work in progress, and these guys are still learning plays and learning some of the intricacies of it. And that's probably why the playbook isn't as varied as well. But even from last week to this week, we've seen a huge variety of personnel groupings. We've seen a lot more guys in motion. The route tree has been a little bit more diverse as well. So it might be that we're using every week to basically add another part of our offense into the playbook. So that would be my thoughts.
Yeah, and again, like as much as we like to say that like we blew it, I mean there were two very random special teams mistakes that usually should not happen. Like I don't know what happened on that punt block. Like we just failed to execute, and then that punt return was just a comedy of errors. And if we just take care of one of those plays, we probably win. Like it was very strange to have like those two things happen in one game. And now you could say that like that happened because the offense turtled and didn't do anything with it. But it's also a matter of like if we just execute normally on special teams, we win. And that's kind of like where I draw like where we lost. We just made very bad mistakes.
The net punting yards are going to be ugly.
The classic backup quarterback question. If Garbers gets injured, do we not? No.
It's
I mean-
Devon Mods. It's Devon Monster.
Yeah.
I mean, they've said it's Devon.
Yeah.
He's
And
a
Chase is
competent backup, but
Yeah.
in meaningful playing time last year, he just wasn't as good as Chase was. Yeah, straightforward
Yeah.
as that.
He had a chance to beat Oregon, and he couldn't. He basically couldn't deliver. And then or Utah. Well, did he get injured in Utah, or did he not play the Utah game at all?
He didn't play at all. Spencer
didn't
Brash
play,
Spencer
yeah.
Brash
started.
played that whole game, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then he had the game against Oregon State last year too, and did not play well. And then Spencer Brash came in to end that game too. So I think that should be enough. I mean, we do have some younger quarterbacks underneath him. We do have Zach Johnson and Jaden Casey, but I would be very, 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 very surprised if we were to see them this year.
Yeah. I think Casey is definitely, you want to redshirt him. And I mean Garbers is fine. Like I don't think I could think of like his two picks were, one was a desperation throw to just get a touchdown and it didn't happen, and the other was just a bad blitz pickup that got deflected.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The only way I see these guys maybe playing this year is because this year isn't really even a redshirt year, right? It's like a mulligan for everyone. So if you want, if you know you're gonna lose all these games anyways, you just want to get all these younger guys playing time because it still won't affect their red shirt, then throw them all out there and see what happens. But beyond that, I don't think this coaching staff is even going to do that because they're always preaching that thing of we need to put our players in the best position to win, and throwing out freshmen out on the field is not putting your players in the best position to win.
Gavin's asking for the stat page. If we want to just throw that up one last time.
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
But yeah, again, Oregon State scores 31 points on 16 first downs and 3 of 10 third down conversion. So yeah, it's like really hard for me to like. I know the defense blew it at like the beginning of the game and didn't give us a chance to come back at the end. But you know,
Wow.
You give up 16 first downs, you usually are going to win.
They had a pretty significant yards per play advantage, but I guess that again comes down to like the big play to start and end the game.
Yeah.
Right.
But the yards per completion were 0.6 difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think half of their offense came on the first 2 scoring plays in the last drive. After that, Oregon State had like 200 yards.
Yeah, I mean, Gerardo's saying like this isn't our Garbers. I don't think any of us are putting this loss on Garbers.
Yeah. Well, 0-2 Stanford back out of the big game by pretending to have COVID.
If
They don't need
if
an
that
excuse
game-
to surrender.
They've done it before.
if that game
Different
gets
sport.
canceled because it's from Stanford's end, this will be the conspiracy theory that we will push.
I mean, let's just root for them to go to some parties this week, and well, let's not do that.
Let's not do
Unintended
that.
consequences.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would love that to happen, but I still think we can beat them. I don't think Stanford's particularly impressive this year. And also, we play better at home, so generally.
Cal didn't have 0 points off of turnovers. They actually had a touchdown off of turnovers because that touchdown to put us up was actually from Elijah Hicks's pick. So we actually got 7 points off of turnovers. Off of 2 turnovers? Did we get 2 turnovers? Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 7 points off of 2 turnovers.
Yeah, and trying to remember, Oregon's. How would we get 13 points off turnovers? I guess you consider the special teams mistakes 13 points.
Right. Or that interception in the end zone, which would that result in any points for Oregon State? I can't remember.
Yeah. Did any of the new starters on offense stand out to you? I mean, I think it's nice that they didn't really stand out. Like, I didn't think of any offensive linemen who played particularly bad. They were just fine.
Offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just say offensive lineman is one of those positions where if you're not calling out offensive linemen, it usually means they're doing a good job.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and to really analyze the play of any one of them, you have to like really focus on that particular player, play after play. So it's hard to say. I would say there were instances of almost every single lineman where they did all right, and instances where they missed plays, and which I suppose is just an inevitability for the situation they were forced into.
Yeah. Let's see. Defense point up. Yep, no Stanford band this year, so it's already much better in a lot of ways. Let's see if there's anything else.
I can already predict what the Stanford band would have done if they were allowed to perform, which is they would probably just spell out COVID rather than, because that's all they do is just words on the field, and then they'd play. Would they play Down with the Sickness?
Oh my God. I imagine they would. Yeah. Imagine like a poorly. Yeah, imagine a poorly timed joke about like Scott Atlas or something. And then
it's not like it's hard to predict their humor, so
yeah, something like the world is not enough or something. Yeah, regarding Cal defense, yeah, usually Wilcox's teams are the strongest when the defense is doing a lot of opportunistic stuff. We usually took advantage of that today with the pick by Hicks, but we haven't really been. It's been mostly like offense doing most of the legwork in terms of producing points.
Yeah, this was actually a really atypical Wilcox defensive performance because they stopped Oregon State from really gaining much yardage at all, moving the ball at all for large portions of the game, but they were really gashed and hurt by big plays, and that's unusual.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of being more consistent, and I think we talked about we repeated ad nauseum. Just don't stop playing. Just fish how you're going to. Cool.
Well, is it time to wrap things up, or do we want to stay on and watch Michigan Rutgers?
I think that is scary enough to get out of here. As much as I like to see Jim Harbaugh get fired, I think I can watch that on my own time. Thank you guys for joining us. I know it was a bummer of a game. I'm sure that it's better. It was better than last week, which was just like a bummer. I think Cal's on the right track. We just didn't get to where we wanted to, but yeah, a lot to learn from. A lot of mistakes made, but definitely it was definitely a football game we watched today, and not a confluence of madness like we saw last week.
Till next time, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, y'all.